Oh my god, I've been muted the whole time. Oh, damn it. Honestly, yeah. Amateur stream issues. One moment. I actually need to send the stream link. Is he even checking chat? I'm back. I was muted. I'm sorry. I was talking the whole time. All right, let me share this stream really quick if I can remember how. Okay. This list is sick. This list is sick, by the way. It basically is Runeblade and Warrior. What's gonna happen is you're gonna send like 4-card 14. No, I did a 3-card 14 today. You're gonna send 4-card 18s. You're gonna do some insane things, and then you're gonna draw a hand of 3 check raises, which is this card, with full tempo, no wager, and you're gonna want to jump off a bridge. So we're manifesting that not happening. And to answer your question, yes, you can meet my cat, but that would be closer to the end of the stream, because if I bother him, he's going to need my attention for a while, and I would have to walk away. I'll probably stream for like 2-3 hours. I just wanted to get some more reps in. Other key differences, we went to 1 cash-in. We were on 2, but it felt a little taxing, and the 2-block felt awkward in a lot of matchups. This card can also whiff, but it also, you get to tell your opponent, I'm playing Pot of Greed, which allows me to draw 2 cards, and that will tilt them, which will give you win percent. I can't believe this card is legal. I can't believe it. This card is so crazy. And funnily enough, this deck is so strong that I have seen lists succeed that do not run cash-in, which is wild to me, considering how strong cash-in is. The last thing is I'm very high on Slap Happy. I think technically this could be a 3rd popper slot. It just feels so awkward, but this card works so good in both DGA and the normal build, since it lets you convert your hand fully with a 1-cost wager. And it lets you do that in DGA as well. I really want to run 2 of these. I will probably be running 2 of these when Ira comes back. Just because, you know, Kadashi lock. Let's play some games. Okay, I want to play against Cecilia. No, I forgot to buy my Talishar membership. Bad stream content. Just don't miss. That is actually the best part about cash-in, is you get to sit down and go, am I in a point in the game where I need to just not miss to win? And if the answer is yes, cash-in is the single best card that says, I just need to high roll them to win this game right now. I have done some disgusting things with cash-in as an out. My skirmish run, I played my buddy on Skirv. I drew up a hand. I have 2 gold on field. I look at my hand. They pass. I go, because it's a Skirv, I don't want to keep gold. I go, cash in, draw 2 cards. Second cash in, draw 2 cards. That felt quite rude. I think I ended up sending like sword for 15 at reaction speed or something. All right, let's play Cilia. I think this is one of our hardest matchups, but it's still slightly favored for us. It is just a lot. They are forcing me to go first, so now we have the call that this is not Spell Cilio. So we do not need to bring AB3. If they chose to go first, I would go under the assumption that they are Spell Cilio and probably bring AB3. They're either Spell Cilio or Hybrid, most likely, and both you get a lot of value out of AB3. I need to hit him with a thinking. Sideboard choices. I don't think there's any changes, so we're just going to run it. Oh boy, blue hands. Interesting. I think the goal here is we will be reaction speed wagering. I could technically pump, but that feels like really bad. To send, what, give them a vigor or give them a courage. We don't know what version they're on. This is the hands you do not want to draw on the first turn of the game, I'll tell you that. Also, keeping more blues around might be useful if they go a lot of arcaning us. If they arcane us right now, if they arcane us next turn, it just means we will have the blues available. If we're lucky, they only block 3, we donkey, and then we get the gold. That would be the best outcome here. I'm thinking the same about Slap Happy. Slap Happy is so sick. It just... Dromai is by far our worst matchup, and that is a popper slot. So, yeah, it's so rough. Testing Visit the Prize Room felt bad so far. Too awkward from the rest of the deck, especially if you need to run DGA. That is why I didn't run Visit the Prize Room, because the floor of the card is very bad. The ceiling is crazy, but giving 2 slots and making your DGA worse felt like not the best choice. Are they... Okay, so they are going to be converting their hand here. They have to do it at reaction speed or they're losing the value. So I'm very happy to just pass here and be like, okay, or do you have prevention, right? If they have prevention, I'm not using Donkey. I'm arsenaling Donkey and using it on a future turn. I'm definitely taking some damage here. They have still... Dude, I'm not doing anything until you show me your hand's empty. Very happy that AB2 here get rid of Steel Blade Shunt. Steel Blade Shunt is just a card that lets me... It is not for this matchup most of the time. All right. Are they sending another 2? If they're sending another 2, like... Okay. Okay, that sucks. This does mean they are full covering and we are taking 2. That really sucks, but we also just got a piece of armor from it, so you can effectively view them as starting at 15 now. Like, they normally start at 21 if you consider unyielding grip, and they just got rid of 3 health for basically no reason. This hand's very good, except for the fact that we need to keep a blue. So the play is gonna be we just have to take their turn. We might block with Sharpened Steel. But we have to pitch the blue to Bellybuster. Okay, so this is split. We give Prize Galea here every time, in case we decide we want to wager. Damn. Random 4 cards hitting the good stuff. That always sucks to see. Okay. We're probably going to... So the other option here is we block 6, send Grail threatening Prize Galea. When they overblock, we destroy their arsenal. I'm going to do that. I want to save health. Worst case, we just like don't prop Prize Galea. We might get their armor as well if they want to cover the donkey. Boop, boop. But we are forced into donkeying here because we want to arsenal this Oasis. If they try to do something on our turn, we also now have the option to Oasis respite them on our turn, so we feel very safe here. That is less likely, though. Also, we could just AB with that, worst case. So I'm still going to donkey here, because, like, this one destroys Arsenal, but because it was an Arsenal, I don't have one. So no matter what, I'm making a gold here, unless they cover it. I'm not propping Prize Galea unless they do something else. So I won the wager, meaning Olympia's ability should trigger. Oh, you're cloud covering. All right. That means they can convert their arsenal, I have to imagine. Oh my god, we're so up. So that was basically a 5 value donkey, is what we're looking at there. Please send Arcane. Please. This goes so bad if they don't send Arcane. We are so up. Oh. I need to think on this. So next turn is probably going to be pop Prize Galea, meaning it's check raise, shove off, meaning we're likely taking this. Because we can't, I mean, we could Oasis this. I just don't think we have to. Oh, it's 4. Because of Meteor Storm. Okay, I need to think. Do we pop Oasis here, Arsenal Arcane Polarity, and send a smaller... God damn it, I didn't mean to do that. So this is a 2-card 5 if we do that. 6 because we're preventing the ping. 2-card 6 and the heal. So that's 6 value right there. If we don't do that, we lose 5 health. We heal 4, and then we convert our whole hand. I think I'm going to take the Oasis here. Mainly because I just kind of want to get my Arsenal clear, and Arcane Polarity will resolve in the future. And now I just do the Golden Grail Prize Glia thing. They might cover it with their Voltic Helm. Depends if they resolve an instant on my turn or not. If they do, I also have the Arcane Polarity to heal up. Let's hope they don't have it. So what, like Flashbolt is the worst thing we could see here? Sure. We react, and then we react again. So very low chance they have this. Awesome, we make 2 gold. Our game plan is now live. We are effectively at 20 health as well. They just don't know that. Hiding that information is very important. I'm not blocking. I will risk it. This is pretty good. Actually, I am blocking with Shove Off. I'm popping Garland to edge ahead. We get punished by Snatch, which I will let hit if they get a Snatch. Arcane Polarity is easier to resolve. Fully agree as well. That sucks. So just for reference, I think Hybrid Acilio is the much harder version to deal with. Like, I could just die now. Like, it is well within the realm of possibility that I just die. Obviously, we're not doing anything about that. Oh my god, they still have more. That was insane. I'm basically covering it with this. I could just die. That is why this deck is so strong. So the problem... yeah, this is rough. Garland. Don't really have a choice. Edge ahead. Damn, that was a 5-card... I'll have to do the math on that after. That was definitely a hand that rolled hot for them. Now, to be fair, if they don't draw something hot here, there's a good chance we win, because I'll get full tempo. I have AB up. I have another Arcane Polarity in deck. I have Slap Happy. Slap Happy is partially in this deck to improve our Acilio matchup. We have 4 cards that are good into Wizard. Let's see. Both Comet Collision gone. Both of these gone. We have seen... They still have a strike twice. Oh, no. Do not pass. And then we have a 8, 11. This is 15. This is 15. They're likely giving us they are likely giving us their armor here. But we are shields down. Hybrid is definitely one of the hard decks to deal with. Sometimes they just go, what was it? 4, 4. Was this on the same turn? No. This is not in order. It was a big turn. That's my point. To be fair, this is our big turn. It's just they can kill us on our turn. 15. So something like, what is it? Blanking on the name of the card. It's the 2-cost, deal 3 arcane into strike twice kills us. Stuff like that is how we die here. If they have another of the Constella Uplift, that gets us into the 6 range. They're running Voltic Veils. This is almost certainly hitting. I don't know the last time I saw an Acilio block 15, but they're not dying this turn. They would have to have like a really bad hand to die here. Because if they have instants, they can resolve their armor, and therefore they're alive. We have a lot of ways to lose this game at the moment. Okay, we're getting some cards. That's a good sign. That likely means we're not dead. If they're thinking about this. Because this is face up, and if they had 6, they would have just killed us. Oh boy. That's not good for them. I mean, I'm still taking 4, but... So they should pop their armor here because they did an instant. That sucks. Yep. We are very favored to lose, or unfavored right now. Blocking 12 is crazy. Oh my god, in agility. We're so up. We just hope that card in Arsenal cannot be converted. It cannot. This is not the hand we wanted to see because we are forced to hold them. So the question is, do I pop gold and try to get a blue? If I get a red, I pretty much lose the game. There's no way for me to check raise and hold them this turn. It's a bit unfortunate the wager was the agility one instead of the vigor one. Vigor one here likely means we can win the game. Yeah, if I hit a red, I lose. They have 11 cards left in deck, 5 available. I need to keep the pitch. If they have 3, I'm fine. They pump it to 4, I AB 1. But then I'm dead to... Yep, I'm just going for it. They just have to have it. So the nice thing here is in hand, they are dead. And we're going to AB2 this turn. The question is, are they playing around us having a blue? They shouldn't because we just pitched a yellow. But hey. Obviously, we wager. Like, if last turn we sent Hold'em, we are in a much stronger spot right now. So, part of this matchup does very much feel like top 20 versus top 20 of deck, which I guess in this format is half of the deck. But yeah, if I got an Hold'em on the last turn, it is huge. I won an Acilio game earlier because I had Vigor, specifically. Put them 1 out of range. Vigor is incredibly strong into Wizards. All right, let's see if we're dead. Sometimes you don't really have agency in that. Now we got to take the upper. We Iron Song response. It is much easier for us to convert. Is it? No, at this point in the game, it's probably take the upper hand. Actually, it might be resolve both because at this point they live at 1, and I just go, yeah, I'm just gonna go. Do you have it? I don't think I'm winning this game if it goes any longer than this. So I just want to know, do you win? Or do I win? I feel part of this deck that's important is knowing when you have to do this. Do exactly this. They have to deal 5 arcane to kill me. Very, very possible. We know they're on strike twice. So an expected line might... Oh. Unexpected. I think we lost. We're relying on probably like Arcane Polarity now to bail us out. We will have a Vigor. Yep, there it is, the Flashbolt. That is what I was concerned about. Flashbolt with no Volzar, though. Meaning we really need to be drawing our blues now. And we still might die. Blue, we need Arcane Polarity. Yeah, no, that is not the hand we wanted. To the point that I'm probably cracking gold. I think it might be crack another gold. I'm going to just try this line. I want to see what happens. Okay. Again, I think we're just going for the kill. If they have the second... Oh, they use both flashbolts. So they need strike twice here, which means strike twice I can AB 2, but then they can discard, play another instant to turn it on. Mean that'll actually come in for 4. So if they're playing strike twice at all, I'm losing the game. There is no out. This is the problem with presenting AB2, by the way. And the fork that Acilio does. AB3, and I'm totally fine here. So that means I just need to go as tall as possible. If any of that logic is incorrect, let me know. If I had Arcane Polarity here, I think I win the game pretty much through most of their hands. If I had Slap Happy here, I also win through most of their hands. That is why this is quite unfortunate. Waging both. They're not really going to use a Courage. They're getting low on deck. Let's see if they have it. This implies they do not. It might be an Arsenal with... Guys, they had the kill. They had the kill. They, right? If you're dealt... Oh, they have to deal Arcane. They do not have the kill. I forgot what the card even does. Let's see if we win. Oh, we're so up. This deck is so good. This deck is so good. Look at that average value. Look at that average value. That was really cool. All right. Yeah, I should probably read the text of the cards I'm playing around. I thought it was if you've played an instant, do the thing. The fact that they have to do damage and I can float resources would have changed that turn quite significantly for me. As I don't think there's much left in their deck. Yeah, there's basically, it's just strike twice. So I know that to play strike twice, they have to go above 2. And that would specifically require Constella Uplift and another instant, of which we know they do not have any more in deck because I'm pretty sure they only run 4. Olympia felt sick in CSP, probably grinding the Armory deck tonight. So I didn't have... There's one exclusive card in the Armory deck. I believe it is Belly Buster. And I didn't have it. And no one wanted to lend me a copy in the Bay. I had to buy one at the Armory. Or at the Skirmish. So the Skirmish basically paid back my Olympia Armory deck. All right. One moment, y'all. I'm getting pings at work. I was hoping it would be a slow day. Thank you to the email. I will respond shortly. All right, did I miss anything else in chat? I think this has been fun. I'm still not the biggest fan of Agility Waiver, but it's a 1-cost 3 block. I agree. The Agility Waiver has huge downsides. It has some upsides, though. 1, if you have Arsenaled, or if you have a Wage Gold in hand already, the Agility Vigor will set up your next turn with the Wage Gold, which is incredibly relevant in some matchups, such as Dromai, if Dromai decides to play around Poppers and doesn't attack you. Yes, actually, I have used Big Slick. You can actually see my old version. The one that I won the Skirmish on was on Big Slick. This specifically was replaced with... where's the agility one? Why can't I find it? Is it in the sideboard? Am I crazy? Agility. Edge Ahead. This was explicitly replaced with Edge Ahead because I wanted a list. Both me and Emery, who is Turducken, the person who is the primary creator of this list, wanted more cards that worked in both DGA and Sword, as well as cards that didn't basically say, you're screwed if this doesn't hit. Because believe you can just like not wager, right? Like you could just not wager it. There's a lot of decks that I will do wager. I'll do a wager card like Money Where Your Mouth Is, and then I will Edge Ahead and just not wager the Edge Ahead because it never has upside to me in that matchup. And the reason we replaced it is Big Slick is just, it has so many downsides if it goes badly. It does feel awesome to have a +5 wager. I'm more curious at this point of the wagers at reaction speed, personally. The downside with the reaction at the wager speed, unfortunately, are the same thing, which it says sword attack on it. And I'm not convinced we can consistently beat Guardian without DGA. I have theorized a combo that involves Dominate, 2 cash-in, and a lot of cards like check raises that does 25 Dominate, and that might be enough. on a sword-only build to get over. And if you're on that build, now you can start running stuff like this. But you will lose to Guardian if you do not have enough cards that let you go, like, let you take tempo. You need to be saying your DGA for 10 or 14. I sent a DGA for, what was it, 8 plus a Vigor. Or no, it was Chess Piece. 8, 12, 15. I've sent DGA for 15 before. Absolutely disgusting. No matter what they do at that point, they are losing, most likely. That was only 4 cards as well. With setup from the previous. 4 cards with setup from previous turn, and then I think I had, like, a reprise in Arsenal. It might have been 18. So yeah, that was the silly matchup. It gets very scary. Very scary. You kind of have to keep track of, like, how can you die, and you saw how I made that mistake in that game. No Silver Age heroes available for me, so I'm just going to play. Let's see. Ooh, you guys can see how bad the Blaze matchup is. And because I said that confidently, I'm now going to lose. Them going first makes sense. It is tradition. The moment you say, like, I think this matchup is unlosable nearly, you will then lose. I'm going to draw 4 reds twice in a row and crash out. Okay, this hand is incredible. This hand is incredible for a first turn. Oh my god. You can do whatever you want, Blaze. Blast me for all I care. Alright, so we get +4 from check raise. Hold'em sets up our next turn. There is basically no way they're blocking this out fully. They would... If they're blocking this out fully, they're not dealing Arcane Dust, so we're up. So no matter what, this is a fantastic turn. Best case scenario, we Arsenal Iron Song response. There's a lot of spots you do want to Arsenal Iron Song response to make sure your wagers keep hitting. This is exactly what expected. I'm resolving Iron Song. They're only doing this if they think they can get the Vigor, which, by the way, they're not getting the Vigor. I mean, they might if they give us Unyielding Grip, which, like, okay. Unyielding Grip for 1 resource. You basically turned your Unyielding Grip into 1 resource next turn. I can start back at the beginning of the turn. They probably want to do something. No. Since we benefit so much from Vigor compared to Agility, we do lose 1 value. We are on the Vigor ones, though. This is frenetic. Narnard, check out the new blue revealed for... There's a new blue? Card spoilers? We're getting card reveals here? What do I want to check? Oh my god, we do have... Oh my god! Blaze, you're gonna need to wait a second here. I'll let them, do their things. How do I open this? Copy image link, perhaps? Usurp the Shadow Throne. Y'all see that number in the corner? Oh my god, what? We tested Yellow Hold'em. It hurt a little too much into aggro. You need to be sending good numbers. And there is an anti-synergy with... There's a bit of an anti-synergy with... Wait, what's happening here? Get punished. There's a bit of an anti-synergy with lower cost, like lower color wagers, where you are more likely to lose the wager when you play the yellow one because your attack isn't as tall. And we found that was a little bit too much of downside. At least I think that's too much downside. There are just too many other cards I'd rather run. Like, literally, the Sharpened Steel but for Warriors card is something I would probably consider before going into yellows. You can run yellows in this, but you have to also think, like, yellows are messing with your curve. Like, quite a bit. And I think this deck is so strong. And there's already enough ways for this deck to Runeblade, like triple check raise in a hand with no wager, that I'm really trying to not brick as much as possible. He said the thing. All right, let's look at this card. Usurp the Shadow Throne. It will be available as a Marvel. Viscerai Specialization. If you usurp this turn, this costs 6 less to play. You may play it from your banished zone. Can someone remind me what Oh, usurping is destroying your own rune chant. So we will be getting an usurp with go again, I have to imagine. When this hits your turn, all cards in the banished face down. They lose X and gain X. And you gain X, or X the number of cards turn fate. What is this war crime into Levia? What are they doing? What? This literally tells Levia you will block out with every card in your hand or you lose the game, meaning you are also, like... Oh, I guess you're not taking Blood Debt, though. It's resetting Levia's clock, but oh my god. Funnily enough, I don't know if it's even played. That's a really steep resource curve. Absolutely sick, though. Art's incredible. I see a Nebula Blade there. That's pretty cool. You guys know I love Nebula Blade. The thing is, the base, like, Vigor or Tunic plus 2 card 13 at blue? A 3 card 13 at blue? It depends. Okay, so the question is, how much are we usurping? If we are usurping every turn with Go Again consistently, I think this comes in. Just because, like, this is such endgame power. Like, anything that converts your blues for on rate is a very powerful effect. Very powerful. Okay. Okay. Sure. So we have the Vigor, so we actually don't need to even, like, worry about that. So they sent 3 Arcane. That's really bad for them. So here's the consideration here. I could check raise, sharpen steel. Oh, no, I have to. Sorry, I can money where your mouth is. I'm always money where your mouth is. There's no question. I'm always sharpen steel. Do I check raise? If they have specifically the opt cards, I think this has more value in pitch, but I think I'm also just going to try and kill them. This also means it's more likely my wager even hits. If my wager hits, I am good on gold for the rest of the game, most likely. So I'm basically saying, do what you want with your 2 ops that are going to become 4. I'm going to get blasted. But I'm also sending 6, 9, 13 damage. And at some point, they are going to die if I keep sending 13. 3 card 13 is... 3 card 13 is crazy. 4 card 13. 3? 3 card 13. 3 card 13 is better than Briar numbers. And this deck struggles into Briar. You'd have to send an attack first. Yes, you would have to send attack first, which is why I'm curious, like, how easy is Go Again? Oh, well, Viscerai's ability gives you Go Again. So as long as there's stuff you can play from Banish with your gate, it does require a bit of setup, most likely. The question is, how easy is that setup going to be? If we have a ton of usurp cards and they're going in the Banish and it's so easy to generate gates, then I don't really see a realistic world where this card is not played. It also depends on, like, what blues is it competing with, but the Runeblade blues are, like, they're all right. Right? Like, what is doing more than this blue? They're taking 13. Oh, they're gonna de-react to amp 2. I don't know the name of cards. I'm not a judge. Oh shit, can I stream snipe? Sure, man. You could just send me a link to a game to play. Yep, Absorbent Aether. That makes sense. Trey, you missed a very close Acilio game. Double Absorbent Aether. That is unfortunate, but now we don't have to worry about it for the rest of the game. And that means this is going to hit for 5. We're going to make 2 gold. Good hand. The reason why I think Blaze is so good for Olympia is it's really hard for us to brick. Because if we draw all blues, we're fine. All right, we were never stopping this Nucleus Aether Tide. That is fine. You can do your 8 damage. And I'll just take full tempo. Woe is me. So late game tech card, since it's playable from Banish, you can set up a turn to send Go Again attack. I guess one of the... It doesn't have Blood Debt, so we don't have to worry about, like, throwing in a Banish. Slap Happy stonks. Oh, this turn's about to be so sick. So I think the turn is check raise. This is one of the sickest things to do. Check raise, Golden Grail, vibe. I think This specific interaction in Olympia is what makes this deck so strong. I'm sending 3, but I'm basically saying this could actually be 8. And if it is 8, I'm doing it at reaction speed, so it's either Prize Galea, or I'm actually going higher than 8. So make your opponent decide how they want to play this. If they block with 3 cards, okay, pass. I will discard a card to bump this and make them take a bunch of damage. If they are smart and they have Arcane here they can ping me with, they should use it now. Not now. They should wait for this to hit first. They should wait for it to hit. I get the discard. I am probably keeping Slap Happy because I value the Vigor more than I value saving 1 health right now. Alternatively, no, there is an alternative. I could pop Prize Galea here. I just don't see the point. So I guess the other option was I actually don't use the Drawing Dead, and instead I pop Prize Galea and just go, do you want to take 6? Arsenal Slap Happy, holding 2 powerful cards. I think that might have been better. Quite a bit better, actually. So I think that was a mistake. I think that was a minor mistake. I pop Prize Galea there, pitching Overpower. So that I'm still threatening the AB2. And then I would have the Wager in hand if they decide they want to do something about it. If they don't, I still have AB3 available. So I could lose, basically I could lose 3 life to that play in exchange for dealing 1 extra damage. So I lost potentially 2 value. I don't see how they can win from this point if they don't absolutely blast me right here. The blasting has started, boys. So yeah, mistake done there. Oh, it has Blood Debt. Okay, that is actually downside because it's going to be really hard to clear that card from Banish if you're banishing off the top. So maybe it's a 1 of in sideboard. All right, here we go. Ow. So I should be at 6. If you're wondering why I didn't deal with that there, is because there are other cards that deal Arcane that I might want to stop the on-hits of. Oh my god, you're giving me Prize Galea value? Yes, I would love that. So interesting choice here. I don't think I'm wagering next turn. I think I'm doing this, and then I can shove off if I see the line. And then I'm just swinging Girl for 3 and being like, you play around it. All right, they're setting up their next turn. They're basically going, I'll probably die if I don't have it next turn. They are only going to have 2 counters. I can prevent 5. They need to deal 9. And their last huge turn was 8. I find it highly unlikely. There's a choice here where I could pop gold to try and go taller. But I don't want to. Why take the risk? Make them play around it. I have the threat of popping Galea here and basically going 4, which I will probably do if they do not respect this with a block. If they start blocking with cards from hand, I don't think they have the reach. Yeah, they just don't have the reach here. This is kind of the problem. This is honestly the closest this matchup has been for me. I typically win with like 10 health, and I think what's happening here is I don't have Arcane Polarity yet. So I have, in theory, about 8 health in my deck I'm waiting on right now. And they will run out of ops at some point, and if they run out of ops and you're above 10, they've lost the game. They have to block 2 cards here. And I can just shove off Prize Galea, and that's kind of risky. I might just pass if they block 2 cards. Because shove off does put the card back in hand, which gives them more reach if they do have it. Come on. What do you want to do? It's primarily Shadow Hate, so it seems like Cyber card otherwise has little effect. Fully agree. We do just need to see like more of what the deck's doing. Why don't you have card count feature on? I don't want to be reliant on it. Right? Hovering does do it, but I don't want to be like constantly aware, like you have 24 and I have 26, therefore I'm winning fatigue. I want to keep in my head like where I'm at with fatigue. Okay, they are giving 2 cards. So do we shove off? If we shove off, I'm effectively saying you need to deal 7 to kill me. They can Emeritus us. Emeritus would require a pitch. Emeritus would come in for... Hold up. How much would Emeritus come in for? So if it's that, it would come in for 6. If they have the amp in the head, it becomes 8. It would be pretty bad. Do they have any more of the like double opt stuff? I am going to go for it because it's fun. Please, Talishar. Don't do me like this. Oh no. Did Talishar crash or did my internet crash? It is Talishar. Cool. Part of the reason I'm taking this line is I want to find my arcane polarities. And the sooner I find them, the more likely I win. Go to 4. We bump Voltic Bolt back to hand, I think. It's hard because this gives the amp, which might put reach, but I don't think they can really... This helps them convert. This doesn't. So we're sending back Voltic. Voltic helps them convert next turn if they do that. Boop. All right. Let's see if it's an Emeritus. If it is, we lose. That was a pretty bad hand, unfortunately. Maybe we were supposed to keep the edge ahead. What would the line have been? Would have been floating 2 if I edge ahead. So I would be sending 7 and they wouldn't have a card in hand. Yeah, it was probably edge ahead. That was a mistake. But I have 3 gold. Again, we do have Slap Happy's making me feel a lot safer than I think they probably realize. Oh, right, I have Oasis in this deck. I'm probably going to use it. Actually, no, I'm probably using... Ooh, hold up. Please don't do that. I cannot cover this without using Oasis. Because it's for 6. Oh, God. Thinking. Oh, yeah, we just cover with Oasis. Is what it is. Didn't get the heal, that sucks. This would have been 7 if we sent back the other one, but they did get a pitch for it with Voltic, so I guess it depends on the rest of their hand right now. I assume they would have kept a way to send this. Not getting the heal sucks, but that is a huge cover there. Now we get a Belly Buster Hold'em. Floating 2, meaning that we are still holding 4 prevention. So again, they need to do 8, which is possible. We could die here if it is specifically Emeritus with amping. Which is realistic enough that I need to think about, am I popping a gold? If we draw a blue, we are way up. If I draw a red, we are way down. I am doing Belly Buster this turn. I don't really think that is a question. They specifically have to get to 8 to kill me. Because I'm preventing... This is 4. I'm going to pop. I'll pop another gold if it's red. Well, we're just in the same spot I was. This is... Nothing has changed. Oh, wait. No, something has changed. Because now I can Drawing Dead them. And not resolve Belly Buster. So I can just swing Sword here. Have 3 prevention in hand, effectively. Or stay the 2 prevention line. Let's try it. They are very likely to block 2 cards. Drawing Dead, make them discard 1. That will probably make them block Pop Blaze inefficiently, which will give me the Vigor plus AB2. The downside here is if they block 3. Oh yeah, we're so up. I don't think there's a way to deal 8 at this point. No. If Red Emeritus just does 8, right? No, it does 7. Between the Crucible and the Red Emeritus. They would need specifically an amp as well. So there is a world. There's a world. We die. I'm really hoping they let me resolve Slap Happy here. Because I would like to get this in Arsenal if possible. If they don't, that's fine. Losing a Cindering Foresight is huge for us. We just pass. This is not a good hand. This is, in fact, quite a bad hand. Maybe 3. This is a potential game-winning hand. We are not using that. This card will be for preventing 3. Again, this is not a good spot. If they have Amp plus Emeritus, we do not lose if they have Amp plus Emeritus. They have to block. So it has to be specifically Amp plus Emeritus, but then I 8. Yeah, Amp plus Emeritus gets us. Because we drew 3 reds. If we have a blue or another blue or a yellow here, there is no kill on this turn. Because we can prevent 5. And I don't think they're reaching 9 with 4 cards. Why don't you... Oh, yeah, same question. Why do you have the card count feeder on? I answered that. Boop. Bro, this downswing is about to go so crazy. Take 1. Oh, this card feels so good when shit like this happens. I could technically... So the question is, do I pump here to basically look for more blues in my Oasis? And I think the answer is yes. I think that is completely fine. They are just giving us so many cards every turn that it's like, whatever. That makes me think they have an Emeritus in hand, by the way, and we should act accordingly. If they just block... I think they're trying to set up a kill on next turn. They have 1 Cindering Foresight left, of which they just used. Why did they not Arsenal that? What? All right, Wizard players. That was a misplay, right? Like, that was a pretty bad misplay, I'm pretty sure. All right. This is unfortunate because we do need to resolve. We're out of gold now. And they have gold starved us. We have a heal available now, but that is the same thing as... the question is, are we belly bustering or not? They have 5 opt counters on. I think this is likely the turn we're going to get Arsenal this, so I'm not. I'm going to go for the AB, try the prevent 4, and get my Arcane Polarity out. I don't think we're losing if I resolve this Arcane Polarity. I think I can play a bit risk-averse. The other option here would have been to Belly Buster holding Sharpened Steel, but I don't want to do that. This is threatening a kill. Actually, this is threatening such a kill, I could just send Grail by itself and basically go try to kill me. Let's see. What info do they have on me right now? They know I have more reacts, basically, so they would have to play around that. We'll find out if that would have been the right play. Sure. You got it. This is so greedy. I could Iron Song and kill them here. I could Overpower and kill them. There are so many ways for me to kill them there. Good. Good. This is coming for 5, and I'm preventing all of it. Oh, do I take 1? Heal 4? Yeah, because then I get to keep a card in hand as well. Oopsies, not that. Sorry about that. They do get the counter, but they're at 6, so I'm not really like, they're going to have counters. It is what it is. Finally get to resolve my Slap Happy. I'm setting up my next Arcane Polarity, which we are getting to the bottom of my deck. I should be finding my next Arcane Polarity now. And again, like, I don't know if you have the range to kill me. This is a very scary spot to be. This is the scariest spot I've ever been against a Blaze. Partially because I bricked and I bricked and I bricked. Which again, I think that is a failure state of this deck. If you just keep bricking. Unfortunately, we will be wasting the Vigor. Does suck. We finally got to use it and it's wasted. We could take an extra damage to send... No, we're not going to do that. I think I would rather have check raise next turn in Arsenal. Just get this stuff out of my hand, because if I do this, am I pink wanting? Yeah. Maybe that was a mistake. Yeah, it's fine. Let's go to 7. Now it's going to be really hard for them to kill us, as they need to deal 9, which is kind of the state I've been trying to get in this whole time. And again, I should be drawing an Arcane Polarity, so the hope is prevent 3, do another Arcane Polarity. Can you still kill me? Also, oh, the Vigor actually is sick, because now if they tried to do it now, I'm like, I have a prevention up. I actually have AB3 right now. I don't think there is a single hand in their deck that kills me right now. They have done a very good job of just being like, I will keep you off gold. And by very good job, I mean they got very lucky that I had no reactions for like 4 turns. Which means we're very likely to draw some reactions, right? We have done 1 Iron Song, 1 Take the Upper Hand, so the odds we draw 2 of them right now are quite high. We've seen all our check raises. We have not seen Arcane Polarity. We've not seen our red Overpower. But we're about to be out of all of our wizard tech. So we at some point we're probably going to want to go for the kill. It's mainly just Emeritus I've been scared of. They have 2 left. Come on, let me go. Hell yeah. There they are, next to each other, hugging butts. I don't think they should have done that. They have enough op counters for this game. If they only send 3, I'm literally AB3ing passing. God, I wish I had a gold right now. Another hand where like 2 blues goes really hard. That's scary. Oh, no, that really sucks. So that is the yellow Emeritus. They're drawing up a fresh hand. They could have the red Emeritus in the next one. If they do, I'm like dead if I send anything. If they have the red Emeritus in next hand, I think I've lost this game. I think I drew like 5 or 6 bad hands. And I'm just kind of like, this is so bad. This is so bad. Giving them a ponder and losing my entire hand. 2 blues and I win the game. Probably. Let's see if they have it. And this means that Arcane Polarity is at the bottom. Like, both of my Arcane Polarities at the bottom of my deck. Yeah, we've lost. They're going to Emeritus us for 9 or 8. Yep, there it is. Makes sense. Good game. Yep. Makes sense. Makes sense. Game went too long. Got to kill faster. I'm probably going to ask for a rematch on this one. Because of my pride. That sucked. 4 card 6 is basically what just happened. Yeah. Sucks to suck. Let me see if they want a rematch. Otherwise, trade. You want that game? I do think this is... Oh, never mind. They did accept the rematch. I think this is still an incredibly favored matchup. I think I just drew on the bad side of variance there, where I couldn't threaten a kill the entire game. And I mean, they realize they're out, right? They play towards their out very cleanly. Click wizard button again, and let's do it. But I like to, specifically what won them the game there is denying me gold. By overblocking consistently. Just overblock, overblock. That shove off hand might have been the one where I should have been a little more aggressive on it and just gone, if you have Emeritus, you win. Oh well. Check raise, pitch overpower, send Golden Grail, donkey them. Or maybe don't even donkey them. Maybe. Do I even check raise here? What does check raise? How high do we go with check raise? We go to 8, 9. Yeah, I'm fine with that. The chance of winning a wager is worth it. We really want to get that gold flowing. They probably block 9 here. That's fine. I just pass an Arsenal donkey. Oh, no, take the upper hand. I want to keep the donkey up for prevention. Oh, wait, I've take the upper hand. I'm not losing this. They give their whole hand. Okay, if this is 12, I do lose this. I don't get anything, but I basically just took 4 cards out of their deck for 1 of mine. So I am winning this. The question is, do I want to? This bumps it up to 9. This bumps it up to 12. Then I can prize Glia and make 2 gold, and I'm set for the rest of the game. I'm going to do it. If they do happen to send an attack, prize Glia does get less value than it would have, but that is fine. Leak 1, make 2 gold? Which is fine. I'll get my 2 gold out of prize. Prize Glia might have been greedy there. 6 prevention available. Probably not. Probably just taking whatever they do here and sending back 7 or 10. Or Sling Oasis. I want to get lower life to get the full value out of Oasis anyway. Oh god, don't be turned to Mind Fire. Lol. Sure. Never mind, I'm not going to be lower life. That is why you put them second. So I can either break a gold. I think they have no op counters. I'm not breaking a gold here. I am sending my 3-card 10. Saving gold for a future turn, where I really need to keep a resource to not die. That is even more important because of Oasis being up. Where'd you get your mic from? I need one. This is a cute, I think it's a Samsen, not Samsung, Samsen or something. Q2U. I bought it years ago, though. I don't know how up to date that is. I will wager a Vigor here. Will I? Yeah, you can have a Vigor if you want it. So they could block 3 cards and their boots to get the Vigor, and then use that Vigor to get 1 value. So they could get 1 value out of it. The ceiling here, or the floor for me is 1 value because it will give me the prevention. The ceiling, right, wait, they could de-react this. That would suck. So it's going to be de-react Talismanic Lens. Yeah. So they're going to win the wager. Again, this is risky lines from them. Exact blocking me if I have any pump here, you don't get the Vigor, but it is what it is. Talismanic Lens, Emeritus for 9 or 8. 9 because of the 8. Good for them. Have a Vigor. But the thing is, if they go off here using the Absorb, they are likely not taking advantage of the Vigor, or the Vigor. I think when Blazes play mid-range into me, it's much better for them. Yes, you may undo. This is partially why the wagers don't matter as much, because they have to give up part of their hand to take advantage of it. Especially into Blaze. Is it Emeritus? Did I just... Yeah, it's Emeritus. So they get to send 6. That is very good for them. Early absorb into... And this is quite bad for me. This hand sucks. I am not Oasising here. I'm not check raising. I'm probably just sending Grail Keeping Gold and just really hoping they block with a card from hand. If they don't, we probably lose on this turn. Oh, we're so up. Double Iron Song this. Thank God. And now we're just hoping they deal Arcane to us, but they probably won't, so we're probably IPing this, which sucks. Again, the brick hands is what gets this deck. Oh my God, the full suite! We got the full suite! We do get full Oasis value. Oh, we get full Oasis value here. Alright, now we gotta think on this one. So this is coming for 5. So we could do Drawing Dead, but Drawing Dead is like really good. We're probably swinging Sword without pitching anyway. Donkey prevents more. I think I'm going to play it safe and do Drawing Dead, even though the impact is more disruptive. Ugh, the impact is so... they're going to end with an Arsenal this turn, so Donkey is actually just as disruptive. Okay. So very good for us. We are likely resolving both of these pretty much no matter what happens. Maybe 1. Fully cover a Spindle is back-breaking for them. That is what you want your Oasises to be doing. Send Sword using gold. And I permanently apparently have an Oasis in play, and I don't know how to get rid of this. Yeah, Drawing Dead is better. Donkey gets to play around the prevention. I'm going to down... Okay, so I don't know if they can even, like... So the arsenal I'm concerned about if I play out Donkey is the Amp one. That's the scary one. The Amp 2. I forgot what it's called. Very high chance... Cindering, yeah. So the fact that they just played that from hand makes me think it's not that. And since they have to banish from hand, right, to use her ability, I think we're good. If I downswing and win, though, I'm going to take a damage, which is, like, really bad. Like, it makes me wonder if that's the wrong card. We could be playing, like, a Wage Gold or a Puncture or an Overpower instead of downswing. Downswing does let us have, like, deterministic win states if we get them to 1. Which does feel pretty good. I am going to prevent this. And you can't stop me. Display's really thinking through their lines. Again, another turn where like 2 blues would have been really nice, but is what it is. If I do keep a red, I increase brick, so it might be an Arsenal downswing. Take whatever they send at me. They're sending an Open the Floodgates for, how much is this amp? 3. That will be hitting. Interesting list. Oh, no it won't. What do you do? I always stop that. They do bad math? It's a deal 1 arcane. Yeah, okay. What? Sure. So downswing. Yes, you may undo. Okay, so what are they doing with the resource is the question. Okay. I assume they want to do something here. Snapback. Yeah, we'll just take the 3 so we can resolve Arcane Polarity and Arsenal downswing. And then they're going to block 3. That is what it is. Arsenal downswing. This will prevent wager bricks. Like so. I'm sorry, Snatch. Whose deck is this? These are the hands that lose you games, by the way. So it is Sharpened Steel, Golden Grail, downswing. Take 1 to my face. Okay, so this like mid-rangey Blaze deck I think is much worse for us than the normal Blaze deck. Although this happens to be a hand where this worked out for us. We did get punished for that prize Glia on the first turn. In hindsight, I do think that prize Glia was wrong. This is a weird thing where I really want to take the 1 and win the wager, ideally, because we're about to go off gold, because, God, these bricks have been bad. If you're wondering why I like Sharpened Steel, it's that with a gold, you do a 1-card 6. Unconditional. The only condition is have a gold, which is so easy in this deck if you don't draw 4 reds in a row. This means we haven't seen that many blues, so we're probably due for a very big blue hand soon. Awesome. Okay, so I can win and deal 1, make a gold. We both take 1 damage if I do this. I could just pass? It's not like they're doing anything. Like, they just gave me 3 cards. Yeah, I'm just going to pass this. I don't think the gold is worth it. We have a very high chance of drawing a lot of blues, which I'll just convert by pitching to weapon. Called it. God damn it. What is this? I mean, I'm blocking 6, right? I mean, there's a... Yeah. Why is my steel blade shunt when I need it? Could be Send Grail by itself. Like, this is forcing me into a really awkward, like, mid-ragey pattern I don't want to be in. The question is, am I just, like, taking what they have in hand to Belly Buster? It's a lot of their attacks. I think I'm just sending 7. If they have Arcane, yeah, use your last opt counters on you right now to do that. The main thing that would be scary here, specifically Spindle, would suck. Really don't want to see a Spindle. Like game losing, potentially. Based on how they're playing, I could expect another triple block. What resources do we still have in deck to mess with their turns? We have an Arcane Polarity. Oh god, it's going to be a Spindle Cindering, isn't it? If it's Spindle Cindering, they have more Emerituses left in deck. They have 1 Emeritus left in deck. 1. That is important. They are giving up a lot of gas to stop these turns. If they block this out, I downswing. Although it would be very weird for them to block it out at this point. Again, like, I am somewhat, like, hinting that I have a Arcane Polarity in Arsenal. So triple block here would make a lot of sense from them. Double block. It's on the horizons, maybe? Nope. They're just letting me win the wager. Awesome. Gladly. That's huge because now I can go resourceless, which is the reason why this matchup's so good for Olympia is you just get a hold of blue. So your range is always 3 higher than your health. Unless you brick. But again, there's the brick. So, god damn it. God damn it. I want to go back to 15 blues. We're on 14. Okay, we are not using edge ahead on this turn. We are resolving both. This is hand. You have 5 counters. Chances are we're pitching Drawing Dead and arsenaling edge ahead. Since we're wagering, we got to take the upper hand this turn, but what are you going to do, man? Drew the bad hand. I've seen no snapbacks. That's a good point. So I got to do the thing here. I'm going to take 1 for this play, which sucks. Don't really have a choice. They are heavily signaling they have a D-react, but they die if they don't, so we'll see. There's a chance I was just supposed to go for the kill here and like go for 16. I think they're always sending Arcane at me this turn, though, so yeah, there's the Absorb. Makes sense. So we're probably AB2ing here, arsenaling edge ahead. We win the wager, so we're going to take 1 health. Downswing, man. I need to give my buddy feedback. If this was like Puncture, there's a lot of games we just win. Yeah. Whatever they're doing is... There's some stuff going on in Arsenal. I would not be surprised if it's a Emeritus here. Ooh, it's turned to Mindfire. Okay. So we're taking 5. Yeah, I'm not going to give a red for this. I think we've lost at this point. Again, like, if you break this much, it is what it is. Yep, there's our blues. This is actually good because they're... God. They sent fucking physical. They sent physical! So the problem is we kind of need to take 2, but then we... Oh, they have no counters. That's important. No counters is very important here. They have no Emerituses left in deck. They have used 2 turn to Mindfires. They have used... We did see both snapbacks, by the way. So both snapbacks. So I do think we do have to take 2 here. And then we have 4 in hand. Or 3. They have to get over 6, basically. Yeah, we'll see. The other option is to block 6. Float 1 with... Or I could also use cash in and just try to like get a bailout, but they could just kill us in response. I think I'm just being really sad that this cash in was like this. Like that they just had the hand that needed to have on this turn. Like again, this is just like having the wrong hands at the wrong time situation. We could die. Again, Spindle is really rough if we run into that specifically. Because we would AB2 it, they would send... Oh wait, they can't Spindle, they don't have things. They definitely have still the ability to opt. I think they have 1 yellow left, so they can Spindle here. But we have the 4, and we should be drawing a... I should have been paying attention to how many cards I pitched. We should be drawing the Slap Happy soon. Sorry, got a work message. That's the problem. They're not doing 6 with no counters. They would need to do... Okay, so it would be yellow Cindering Foresight, get 2 counters, opt 1 into Spindle for 5, and then they also tap the... Of course, they tap their staff, right? So yeah, they got us off the last gold, but at this point, I don't even know how they have closing power once we resolve this Arcane Polarity. Should be getting Slap Happy. Like, it's to the point that I'm now entering... I'm going to just try and fatigue you. Oh, I found my blues! Guys, we found them! There's the Spindle, and of course, Slap Happy is going to be like top of the deck. They lose the game here, by the way, if I have Slap Happy. Which really sucks that like I didn't have Slap Happy. Boop. There's Arcane Polarity. These are the closest matches I've had against Blaze. Which is crazy. I have never had matches this close. This is easy. We hold Shove Off and Nip. If they have it, they have it. They also... Wait, do they have another... They don't have another Absorb available. They have 1 Cindering available. I don't think they have it. Cindering does 4, but the... sorry, Spindle does 4, but Cindering amps 1. Right? So it goes to 5, and then Crucible brings it to 6. I could Shove Off here. I could Nip. I don't really want to. Like, because it puts it back in hand and puts my defenses down. I'm not going to do that. I want to hold blues. Unfortunately, we're in kind of like I'm going to try and fatigue you state. I will Arsenal to Nip, though, because it does convert. Immediately punished. Should not have Arsenal. Let's see what happens. What reds do they even have left? Snapbacks are gone. Spindles are now gone. I think they're on blues at this point. So this is 3. So literally like That. Oh, no, but they get the counters from the Cindering Foresight that they would play. Right? Cindering Foresight gives 2 counters for to play the Spindle. All right, so I did not expect this, but this actually kind of works in our favor because now we just slap Happy. Do they have another Nucleus? Okay, so Nucleus Aethertide might be how we lose this. And then we AB1, getting rid of the 2 block in case they send a physical. And then we pass. Because, like, how are they killing us? They could Nucleus Aethertide us. That would put us to 3 because we'd AB1. I'm so confused. Spindle costs 2, so why would they not be able to play Spindle if they got 2 energy counters from it? Oh my god, I thought it was cost. It's damage, not cost. Okay, you are right. It's cost, not damage. This is likely where we lose. Again, just arsenaling this was a mistake. Play to my outs. Because now they get to, what? They can't merit us here. It's not enough energy counters, but... I mean, I haven't necessarily lost. Yeah, you are totally right, Jacob. You're totally right. Oh my god, the Vigor. I forgot about the Vigor. We're so up. Oh my god, Vigor is so good in this matchup. Apologies, I am doing a small amount of work. So if y'all are watching this and you're like, how is this matchup? This entire time, this matchup has felt like my deck is losing to itself and not their deck is winning. Again, and if I just don't put Nip at the Heels in Arsenal, I'm fine. But like multiple turns where I'm not doing the thing my deck wants to do. Now, this is the first Blaze I have played who does just go, I'm going to block 9 and not let you get gold, which is very smart. Like, that is how you want to be playing against Olympia. But all of those turns were just, if I have a react, you lose. So my reaction to that is, this downswing's got to go. We need to be able to convert our hands. So it's either into Blaze, that's Puncture, Overpower, Wage Gold. I don't think it's Overpower because this taxes our blue base. I'm thinking the same with Wage Gold. It might be Puncture. It might be Puncture. Again, it still costs 1, which is awkward, while this is 0, but like, I don't know. I kind of just, I feel like we need to keep the gold flowing, because there's like, you might lose 1 damage if you play this and they get to do their arcane stuff, but if you hit, you are getting to use the gold in the future that you're creating off the hit to keep a blue in hand, which saves 3 health. So there's like a long-term effect of that. Yeah, I should have read Blaze. You're right. Yeah, you're totally right. I was also misplaying off misunderstanding how Blaze worked. All right, I'm going to start a lobby unless there's a Discord of people wanting to play. Does not look like it. Trey, if you're in chat, do you want to play a game? I'll give you like 30 seconds to respond. I really want to test in the Dromai. Dromai is kind of what I'm looking for. As I've been told the Dromai, and have experienced the Dromai matchup is very hard. Although I have never actually lost the Dromai matchup. But it has been the worst games for me in terms of just like getting rolled. Oh no. We have to watch an ad. Everyone in chat, go support Talishar, the free client. What about running red cutting carve in a spot? Card says sword. I don't like running cards that say sword on it because of the DGA switchboard. That's really it. We were on cut and carve, but if you run cut and carve, the answer needs to be, how are you closing games with cut and carve into fatigue? And we couldn't consistently do it. I have legit just not tested it because I didn't feel like it, but there are like pitch stacks you can set up that do win. In theory. I just still have not tested it. That's a lot of games. Let's see what we got. Nope. I don't want to play against Morcilio. I'm just gonna look for Dromai. Let's say Dromai. Is there anyone else I want to test into? There is Florian as well that I kind of want to test into. I think Florian is the actual Merce matchup we have. I don't know if Florian's winnable. Instead of a react giving one dominate, so does Puncture. Puncture is 3 damage. Cut and Carve is 1. It's that simple. We need to be doing good math. 1 card 1 is not good math. I mean, the dominate is good. It lets you leak. Don't get me wrong. Like, that is important. And it would have prevented the end states with Blaze. It's... I really value being tricky in this deck. And Cut and Carve is face up. It is a turn. It's just so... Like I said, this deck can brick so much. And Puncture doesn't really brick. We're so up. No! We are not up, boys. I'm going to switch to... not comp, so people don't like join and are like, it's Olympia. So yeah, Puncture is only swords, but it's a sword that works in like a lot of different matchups, while Cut and Carve is like, you do not want to Cut and Carve into Briar. That is not how you want to be playing that matchup. You want to be going, here is 7, and I have a Vigor, so I'm floating 1. Am I going to pop Helmet? And then they go block 3, and then they react and do the, or not even have Vigor. What would the line be? The line is just like, it's another card that says if you get too low, I just win the game. While holding back cards, like multiple cards. Being able to go from 3 to potentially, let's say Puncture is at its floor, it's resolving for 3. But being able to go 3 into like 9 at a reaction speed is going to win you games. I'm trying to cheat wins. I will also... Why not Vigorous Engagement? Imagine if I knew what that card was. Do you see that value in the corner? I want to run all of these. I know this exact card now. I think this card's fucking sick. I love this card. It blocks 2. I don't want 2 blocks. We need a good Briar matchup. Puncture blocks 3. It's that simple. Puncture is a 3 for 4. That the floor is blocking 3. We want good fundamentals. There are a lot of game states you win just because your cards block 3. Like a lot. Especially in DGA. Well, boys, I think we're popping. I think we might be popping. So the question here is, am I putting one in Arsenal and IPing one? This is actually like not good, by the way. This is not what we want. I think we are putting one in Arsenal. They might gotta make a spectral token here. This should be like, I could send Wage Gold and wager it by itself. It's just so risky. I will be arsenaling Wage Gold because I think what a lot of people make mistake in the Jeremiah is just send this card. Just send it. It's a 2 for 7 that works on literally every non-sword pump in our deck, which is like a lot. About half of our deck, or like a third of our deck. I could Donkey here to get a gold. I cannot Donkey here to get a gold. Because they're preventing 2. They get choice of what 2. I can prevent popping. Fortunate. This is like a bad first turn, though. This is like, my theory in the Dromai is you cannot have a bad turn for the first 3 turns. If you do, you lose the game. You need to get them low enough that you are then allowed to have bad turns because you force them in the awkward spots. Yeah, this is a very bad turn. They're starting Ash. Yeah, you're right. If I'm bringing Puncture in the DGA, it is not 0 value. It is a 3 block. It is 1 more value in DGA than the other one. Another bad turn. We just hope it's not the one that doesn't pop. Then we get to do Sharpened Steel, Pitch, Donkey, Resolve, Drawing Dead. Maybe Resolve Prize Glia, but probably not. Oh, this is an aggressive version. I will be popping here if they swing. I will be. You can't stop me. Oh my god. Oof. Will I be popping this is the question. So I could take 3 here. If they don't sweep with Yenderai, I'm like down pretty bad. I'm gonna just take the 3. Cut the deck. Target word gets +3. If it's defended by an attack action, draw a card, then put a card from here on the arsenal on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this one actually is not bad. I like that it is Puncture is the only 1-for-4, and you can be quite patient to set that up. I am hoping my opponent greeds and sends Yenderai here. That's basically what's happening. They did. Woo! Popper. Now they have no Ash, which is very important in this matchup. We might need to pop Prize Glia here. No, we don't need to pop Prize Glia. We want to block with it next turn. But yes, like, if there are other cards you like in the Puncture slot, run those cards. These are 90% of the time doing the same exact thing. Filtering is very useful in this deck, obviously. So it's attack, and we don't want to keep Donkey because we want to threaten the Prize Glia to do the, like, we might pump it thing. And then I'm actually going to Drawing Dead here because it has no downside for me, but if they have specifically a reaction, they are down pretty bad. They don't get the heal there, that's fine. They do get an Ash now, so that's pretty bad for us. We are having a bad game, like, so far. That was a 3-card 8. We do not want to be doing 3-card 8s in this deck. Oof. Slap Happy bails us out really hard here. Okay, well, I'm blocking. I think we've lost. I think it's already determined that we have lost the game. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Hit him with the sorry. I meant the Slap Happy there. Please do your things. So our out is kind of just to high roll them and send, like, a ton of damage. We have no more poppers in deck is kind of the problem. So I think we've lost. I don't think they can rake into the action point generator and, like, not have us lose. And, like, we can't send 3, 9, 30. We can't send 13 damage at a Chromai. We needed them to send, like, physical this turn. The Vigor does bail us out. They got no value out of their Ponder. It's not the end of the world. I guess it's like having cards that does not work with everything, but that's just me. I mean, Puncture works just the same amount as Cut the Deck does. So 13 wagering. We'll see if we get there. I have considered this game a loss at this point. Like, they could brick, but we can't clear the board anymore. Like, at all. Popper doesn't even, the action point doesn't even matter. It's just that what they can do now is block 9, send whatever their last card is into 6 damage. So they can do, like, 1-card 10s every turn, and I don't think we can beat that. I don't think we can. If we start attacking dragons, we're going to lose anyway. So, like, our only hope is cheating a win, basically. Wage of gold. Yeah, seeing both of our poppers on the first hand and not being able to leak anything so that they could set up. Like, if we can send more damage on the first turn, they can't set up, which then slows them down significantly. You're right, it doesn't synergize with DGA, but I'm saying any of these 1-for-3s don't synergize for DGA. Part of the reason we're running them is for Enigma, by the way, which is also not another, like, not super great matchup. Resolved. Pump it to 13. Very unlikely we win it if they're keeping this many cards. We kind of need to just... We need them not to do 14, and then we just draw the nuts. Oh, it's puncture. This hand doesn't work, unfortunately. Oh, yes, it does. We can literally... Okay, so we can resolve this entire hand. So we just hope... Oh, please don't tell me that's the on-hit one. Oh, no. We're going to just take, like, all of this. They need to kill us. Do we block here is the question. I have 3 blocks, so I effectively have 3 more health. They're going to go 4, 3, 6, 10. I go to 1. I can cover 1 turn of Ash Wings, and I'm sending... So I could send Wage Gold next turn by doing this. Edge ahead off Garland. I don't like that, though. What does my DGA board look like? Does DGA even bring puncture? DGA doesn't even bring puncture, so it doesn't matter. It's a free spot. There's an argument to put a popper there. God, the worst part about playing Dromai is I just have to, like, let them do all the things. We have lost. I cannot beat this, unfortunately. Yeah, so they're going to deal... I'm going to go to 1, block with my entire armor sweep. And the problem is they attack with Azalov next turn and I lose. I actually cannot do this. Apologies. That's fine. Whatever. I'm just going to take the loss. I don't think we're winning this. Swipping Nip at the heels for Iron Song is a very real consideration. I was supposed to, yeah, I was supposed to block this on the Azalov. But I don't really, like, think we're winning at this point, so there's not really a point of trying. They have 13 health effectively. It's probably not happening. And I never got to send my... Actually, there is a weird out here that I want to think about. It is pop gold. See what I hit. What is the highest outcomes of popping gold? Highest outcomes of popping gold is I got to send wage gold if I hit a blue. And I got to resolve 2 of these, save puncture for my last turn, but I'm losing anyway. If that happens, this would be coming in for 10. There's no way they're probably getting 4 off this turn. I don't think I'm popping gold. Destroy gold. Yeah, but Blue Iron Song is something interesting. I'll have to think about that. That is a good reason that it works with DJ. This is the problem. This is the problem. This is where puncture is fucking sick, though. If they did not have the Board of the Gods, I definitely just lose here. But now I get to puncture, and I get all the things, and they kill me with Azalov because I blocked incorrectly. Woohoo. Good game. Let's send a rematch. This is part of the annoying part with Droma. You have to, like, go through the whole thing, and if you ever make, like, one incorrect pass too far ago, it's like, okay, we have to redo this whole turn, and it's a bit annoying. Declined? So rude. We'll just create a new game. Ugh. Blue Iron Song instead of Nip at the heels. It's just rough that it's a conditional one. And, like, it's 1 value. I know some people were running take the upper hand instead. This works on both. But I think it is a little... You're basically saying, like, is it more likely I wager? Is it more likely they block? I think we're talking, like, the edges here. So much so that it doesn't matter. If I'm going to be honest with you, I would rather that spot be check raise. Instead of nip at the heel. This is technically not my list, but I would be on 6 check raises if I could. Like, what other blue is giving us 2 value on offense? Does not exist. Technically, Steel Blade Shunt does. Steel Blade Shunt is a 2-card 2. So it's conditional, but like that's why we're on Steel Blade Shunt. And it fixes quite a few matchups. Don't mind me. I'm just doing work on the side. While we wait for a matchup. Hey, it's me. I need to add like music for like times for dead times. Sad. Weird. I wonder if it bugs out if I have a lobby already open. Could be. All right. Firecrackers hitting nip, it's most likely because they blocked out. Iron Song just has the benefit of working for DGA and not just stuck as a block. That is a good point. I very rarely want to send nip unless they've already blocked fully. Because then I'm doing a 1-card win. I guess the main benefit of nip is in matchups where wagers like matter. Nip is unconditionally win a wager in a lot of spots. While Iron Song is conditionally win a wager. And there are a few matchups where the person will bring in Full Blade Beckoner, and you will have your reprisals in hand or an arsenal, and you will get juiced. This is... I guess it doesn't matter. If it's a DGA matchup, it doesn't matter. So this is only sword matchups. Things to think about. You know what? Let's just do a Briar matchup. Y'all haven't seen Briar. Aggro? Oh, I have a Briar board. We're so up. 1 Arcane Polarity, no Slap Happy. I actually think we should be on Slap Happy here. Covering breakpoints, getting a Vigor. Good stuff. It should take a 2-block slot, though. Which 2-block do I have that I would like to cut? Do I have any 2 blocks? Okay, well that explains why we're not on... Oh, it takes Wage Gold spot. Wage Gold is very good. I like it, but Slap Happy smooths out hands and lets us do like 1-card 7s. And I don't know if you guys know this, but 1-card 7s are very good. Block with Prize Galea on the first turn of the game. I'm just going to tell you all, there are a lot of spots where you're going to need to crack Prize Galea with full tempo. So just don't lose the 2 health. We are so fucking up. This hand is crazy. The numbers this deck does, when it does line up, is very good. If they do just go for the full block out here, which they might, we donkey their ass. They might have a react in Arsenal, which would suck. Okay, are they taking 10? You can have it. I'm I'm not giving up a card for 2 value. This card is worth more than 2. This is a game plan disruptor, which is very powerful. I'm going to probably use my armor very aggressively in this matchup now that I have a lead. And now that they burn up shock, so sure. There is a consideration here, which is to pitch if they have second strike. It's the second turn of the game. They kept their full hand, except for the sigil. It is a 4-card hand. I have a 2-block. I do not have a reaction, so I can't cover the lightning press. I'm going to take the 1. Unfortunately. Sprout strength. I guess that's the other consideration. The chance they have go again is pretty high. This is... yeah, you can have the 1 arcane. So, if it's specifically lightning press, we are not feeling good about that. We are going to block with our blues first because we can just send Grail with gold and we have a vigor. So this whole hand converts without a blue. And then this is a burn up shock turn. So we are giving our armor. If it's a press, it's a press, man. It is not a press. They might get 2 cards from us. If it's another 4, it is another 4. So where it feels bad not having more equipment. There is an option here to just give... So, okay, let's do the math on this. If I block 6, I'm losing 2 value, but I'm gaining 4 from not letting it hit. That's plus 2. If I resolve this full hand... Well, I would always block 3 here regardless. If I resolve this full hand, they did not fuse. They got the go again from... I mean, they did fuse. So I knew it was a lightning surge. Sorry. I am sometimes not the best Talishar player. These are things I pay attention to in real life, but not on Talishar. I'm going to hit him with the thinking. I think we're more likely to win from this spot if I just keep healthy. So I'm going to do this. I think this was a mistake from them. I think they were supposed to Garland Starfall, potentially. I'm going to send 7 and basically go, you can have a gold and deny me 1. But I will get full tempo if you do such. They do have the embodiment, though. I do have Donkey if they do end up blocking 7 and I kind of just want to go over. Oh my god, they got the second sigil. Oh my god, they're drawing gas, boys. I mean, obviously I'm not taking this. You can have a gold. This sucks, but it's what it is. Very solid chance they end with Arsenal next turn, so I want to keep Donkey alive. Which means they're likely taking 1 card from me. And I'm probably blocking with Overpower. C. Oh, wait, no. They have go again. They have go again. We have Drawing Dead, which is very good. We do have to pitch next turn, so we'll be threatening Prize Glia. Take my 1. You may have your Embodiment of Earth. I'm kind of hoping I lose so I can donkey them. And disrupt. In general, I think this is a matchup we are allowed to play slower. Going off gold does suck. Does suck. We cannot resolve Drawing Dead here if they do not block. Because then we will lose Iron Song. We will Prize Glia here. Will we? Yeah, this sucks. This is not the hand we wanted. We'll just donkey. Like, this is very bad. This is a very bad hand. Did not want it. We're going to Arsenal Drawing Dead. We did get a leak as a result, so we're getting them in kill range, but this is screaming, I'm about to burn up shock you, and I cannot stop a second burn up shock here, especially with a Steel Blade Shunt in hand. So we are likely taking it, meaning we're pitching the Steel Blade Shunt to just prevent damage. All right, we have not seen a second strike yet. I'm going to call my shot and say you have kept a second strike because you would not have kept this full hand unless you have cards that convert. You do have a second Entwine Lightning, though, so I would have to cover 4 twice, which I can do with this hand. But I'm going to have the called shot that, like, I will brick your hand if I give you everything here. That means I want to keep cards that do not brick on my next turn. I can resolve Edge Ahead with Garland, which it's time to put pressure on, so I will be doing... Well, no, I have to use Steelblade Shunt. I have to pitch Steelblade Shunt, so I'm not popping a gold next turn. These are the 2 cards I'm playing. I don't want to rely on Iron Song. I am blocking for. Press makes me sad. Very glad I did not wager Glia, just in case I need to cover. They're going to Entwine Lightning again. If it's press, it's press. Close Chain, send Starfall. Interesting. What are they doing with that resource? I don't know, but I'm blocking 4 again. And at this point, we're taking the hits. They wanted to isolate themselves, so that's fine. You may have it. There's an option there. I could have pitched Steelblade Shunt. Might get punished here. I'm expecting them. If they send another 8, like, is what it is. That was smart. They basically isolated themselves away from bricking. And then again, if they send 8 more damage, I'm probably losing this game. On hit, deal 4, 5. Go to 4, send 7 back. Lose the game? The Steelblade Shunt fucked us. I could Steelblade Shunt here to cover it and just go, like, do it again. Bet you brick. I don't like giving them full tempo. That would be a 5 value Steelblade Shunt versus 7. But the problem is if I go to 5, if I go to 4, they have ways to kill me on my turn pretty consistently. Ugh. I just have to do it. It was a very good turn from them. Could have been worse, but Jesus. They have Spell Void in this for some reason. I guess just for the block. I am expecting to lose this game at this point. Because now I also can give them an agility if they block this, which is decently likely between the embodiment and 3 armor they have up. So they just need to give 1 non-attack action in their armor, and they get an agility to fix a hand. We know the card in Arsenal is a finisher, so they get to send the finisher first. I do not have armor up. It's not looking good. It is not looking good. I made my call on playing around the second strike. Got punished, is what it is. If they're keeping 5 cards, I have lost. I could have done the wager here to threaten lethal. Or not threaten lethal. I would not have threatened lethal. Yeah, it would not have threatened lethal. I'm blocking with my whole hand. If they can do 16 damage, I lose. 15 damage because I drew a 2 block. That is really funny. The gold being relevant here. Oh no. I gave him a free Starfall. Why are they on blue Voltbound duality? What is this? Yeah, if these are all 4s, I've lost. And I think it is. So I think I've lost. Bruh. They get a Starfall, which forces the thing from hand. They send 4, which deals 1. I have lost. I am face up. I have lost the game. Probably gonna ask for a rematch. This is unfortunate. I'm curious what their value per turn was. It has to be very high for this to happen. Funnily enough, the gold did win them the game. Yeah, I can't stop this. With the on hit, there's the press. Yeah. Losing tempo is too much. Send a rematch. 16.5. So if you're wondering what a Briar needs to do to win this matchup, 16.5. And it was close. That wasn't that close. 16.5 is fucking crazy, though. Oh, my God. This is not in, like... You can lose. It makes me wonder if I was supposed to just, like, play towards, like, taking the burn-up shock and going, I'm going to pressure you harder than you pressure me. Based on how those hands went, I don't know if that actually happens. Because the taller I go, the less likely they win a wager. They drew their setup card. God damn it. I gotta go tall at least. I kind of want to Arsenal this. No, I don't. I'm just resolving my whole hand. I could Garland here, but I really don't want to. This means they can't do any of their D-reacts on me. What is this wagering? An agility? Sure. If they want to give me their hand to get this stuff, that's fine. 16.5. I know, right? Like, I don't think I'm beating 16.5. I don't think it's happening. Like, I need to be doing those numbers in return. All right. Very good start for us. Got the agility, which doesn't really mean anything. It is what it is. We have a Garland into, like, overpower situation. Okay. This is the 5th game against Briar in a row I have played where they have turn 2 burn-up shocked me. I don't know how they are shuffling their decks, but it is infuriating. Okay, so... God damn it. I might have to let this hit. And if I let this hit, I'm letting all of it hit. I could pitch here, but I probably should play to, like, you don't have it. Sprout strength means... Oh, God. It's literally going to be a repeat of last game where I block 7, and then they, like, present something I can't stop. All right, now this is interesting because they're letting me AB3 to... And they're going to be forced to pitch a card to get the go again, so I will be doing that. I think this was not the play for them. Just in case it goes to pitch stack, I'm sending over power back first. Oh, it already has go again. Huh. That was a mistake. I want to see what happens regardless. Just to be clear, this is a mistake. Take the 3. Because now if they have 2 4s, I get hit. This is 3. We're in a good spot. Yeah, now I'm getting hit no matter what, so I'm just taking it. It was a mistake. It is what it is. These kind of turns makes me feel like I'm just supposed to, like, not be on Null Rune Boots or Garland of Spring. But now I get to send 7 back with Hold'em, but then they get to block it. Cool. They're going to end turn. I'm going to think about Hold'em. I'm going to set up a bigger hand. Don't let him get the embodiment of Earth value. It's based on what I'm thinking about here, but yeah, Burn Up Shock just completely stole tempo from me. Again. That's 2 turns, 2 games in a row. Oh, Scar for a Scar is turned off. We're so up. Never mind. Interesting. I don't want to rely on them blocking, so I'm thinking of Iron Song response block. Yeah. Take 1, they get the embodiment. Embodiment of Lightning gave the go again. This is good for us because we get the triple block, but get an extra block out of it. I'm gonna give Hold'em. So I can Garland of Spring, check raise, sharpen steel, which is the biggest turn I can send. I have lost. Yeah, I have lost the game. Briar High Rolls are still Briar High Rolls, unfortunately. That's crazy. Again, I want to see the value of this, what this deck was doing this game. That's absolutely, and it's not even the highest because they didn't pop Swift Striking either. Please. Garland of Spring. Oopsies. So, again, this is a 3-card 12. Good numbers, but I think they are doing above 4-card 16s at the moment, which above 4-card 16 is, again, not really beatable. I think that is basically the ceiling this deck is going to struggle into. I mean, I could still win. Like, again, they are Runeblade, they could brick. And if they do, what they're going to do is slam 3 cards in their armor here and make sure I lose this. And then it is fully dependent on me not bricking. But that's kind of the scary part. Like, a good Briar here would just go, I'm so far ahead I can play slow and just kind of wean me down. Or they'll just keep drawing hands that work naturally and I'll lose. I'm sorry, they just went to 1? So they have to they have press. And I did not. And I drew my 2/2 blocks. I have 3 2 blocks in this deck. No, I have 2 2 blocks in this deck. Oh no, it's not looking good. Oh, they gave me an out. Oh my god, this is gonna take 2 cards. I think I have to block like this. So we're hoping to hold cash in and like have cash in be our bailout. But I find that highly unlikely. Evergreen. We're so up. All right, so we will be... God damn it, we had to draw 2 blocks this turn. We're going to be looking for a cash-in bailout. We have a lot of ways to cheat wins here at reaction speed. So let's just hope we get it. Okay, this is not that bad. We go for the Courage into Grail for 7. If they try to Arcane Ping us, we pitch it away. We do not pitch if it's not specifically the D-React, I believe. Again, they have an armor block up. It is very unlikely we're winning here. We kind of just need them to Runeblade. If we were at 3 life, I'd be feeling a lot better. That is a lot of our reds. All right. That's really good for us. What are we giving them? A Courage? What's interesting, something to note in this matchup, what's interesting about Courage is it often means their attacks come for 5, and that is totally fine. Not right now. This is really bad right now. But if we had our armor up, it means we just get an easy block. Please send Arcane. Please. For me, send Arcane. I'm probably going to Drawing Dead. Depends what they send. If they send 1 card for 5, we block 3. I am wounded. This is fine. They have Lightning Press. We actually don't lose. We Steel Blade Shunt it. We're so up. Yeah, so that Courage made no difference. We, again, like, very high odds we lose here. We have forced them into a blocking pattern, but we are not. Because of the fact we forced them into a blocking pattern, they're going to win all the wagers. If we had a reaction here, we win, so that is something to consider, but sometimes you draw the Arcane Polarity on the wrong turn. This Bright Sirens, if you're fatigued, green, evergreen, and a blue, and Nimble is an RP, seems wrong. I don't know. I am definitely not fatigued, but again, we win if I had a reaction here, which is probably why it feels wrong. There's so many spots where we just win if I have a reaction. They get the agility. Hopefully that doesn't screw me. I had to send 7. Like, there isn't really a choice. I'm hoping they ping me for 1 and I get Arcane Polarity, which is a good way to win. Looks like we're so up. That is huge for winning this game. Also, hi, Alvin. I think we've won. So what's going to happen is we're going to send Golden Girl for 3, and then we're going to overpower it. That is the strongest play we have. And they literally have to block with their whole hand to stop this. So, GG. This is kind of the thing that we're trying to do is against Briar, where we're trying to just get at the same life total, but with tempo. And with tempo, I present 3 question mark. While with tempo, Briar often does not present that. How many? They have seen none of their D-reacts. So in theory, if they have 3 pings right now, we're screwed. That would be how we lose. We block 3, we overpower it, and then they ping us 3 times with the last 3 cards in their hand. Otherwise, we win. No, we have Arcane Polarity. They can't do that. We have 1. It's fine. They're going to block 2 cards. I'm going to overpower and win. Saying the Briar sideboard seems wrong. I agree. I think it seems wrong. You're realistically never beating me in fatigue, no matter what you bring in. Up at 6. Been waiting to do this all game. And I win. Cool. That brick they had on the last turn is the only reason we run. To be fair, this Briar was rolling so hot. So hot. The numbers are lower, therefore we won. And the only reason the numbers are lower is because we got them into a block cycle earlier. The moment you get those Briars blocking, their value just tanks to the ground. It's partially why I think this matchup's good. All right. Gonna keep looking for Dromai and Florian. This deck, there is something just feeling a little clunky about the deck. I'm not sure if it's because we want to be actually on 2 cash-ins as bailouts, if we want to go up to 15 blues. The hard part with this deck is half the time the clunky is we drew all reds, and the other half is we drew all blue. So I don't, balancing that is just so hard. Come on, someone put in Silver Age. We have skirmishes. We have skirmishes to play. Someone give me a deck to play against. Who is this? I'm going to eavesdrop. Ooh, it's Jacob. SMH, not watching our stream, playing Blaze. What is my record today? Let's see. Am I able to look at just my stats, or is it community stats? Ooh, I can look at mine. Ugh, not the best record today. Dromai got us. Blaze got us. Bravo was a different day. Briar's still looking good. Fi is hard. Icelander. How did I lose this game? Oh, yeah, I drew 4 reds. I'm still watching, he says. Cilio's looking pretty good. Good to know. Got some Olympias in there. I have never lost the Olympia mirror. Old him. Let's... God damn it. All right, fine. All right, everyone. Let's play the experience of can this deck beat Dromai? And the answer is probably no. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to draw a bad first hand, and they're going to create a bajillion dragons, and I'm going to lose. Couple choices. I could just send wait. God, how do I keep drawing my poppers on the first turn? I'm just going to send 7. I will give them an agility. It is fine. You may have an agility, Dromai. And this allows me to keep the wage gold in hand, arsenal the donkey, which unbricks my future turns, but like, not what we wanted. Are you de-reacting me after this? How much prevention do you have? Quail 2, 3 prevention available? They drew the 4 block. Bro, this is where shove off goes crazy. If you draw shove off on this turn, oh, insane. If they just opted and changed their blocks, that would be upsetting. That makes sense. I'll allow them to do that. That's fine. They would do that anyway. Yeah, that's pretty good. Again, I could donkey to get over it, but I lose my wage gold. I think I'd rather arsenal donkey and like let them have it. I do wonder about like how viable it is to just pass. Oh, they let me hit. And then pitch to quail. Okay. I'm fine with that. Olympia wins the favor of the crowd. Slap Happy is not good here, so we're going to look to arsenal it. This isn't on attack, so I don't really give a shit. We're going to need to... Actually, we're going to need to attack with wage gold so I can check raise. But then we can't donkey. We have an agility. Oh my god, we have an agility. We ain't popping. We hit the high roll. We're so up. Oh, I kind of want to pop now. Oh no. This is destroy card in arsenal. We're probably popping, unfortunately. Because they are off Ash. I need to think. I could just block with Prize Galea. It would be 10 into 3. Wager to destroy their arsenal. Alternatively, I pop. And I'm not destroying their arsenal. I am going to take the line of not popping. So we'll see if I get... but they could just... It wastes the ponder token if I pop here. I could pitch check raise. No, I'm pitching nip at the heels if I do that. How do I win this game from this spot? I think it is letting this through. We do not have Ash. There's a chance they send the card in hand. That sucks. Punished. We are slap happening here now as a result, which will be wasted, as we do not have a way to use that resource. So I wonder, if anyone's watching, would you have popped there? I still have the threat of killing Arsenal as a result now. We'll see. We will wage. Let's see if they block it. If they disrespect that I could have a reaction. If they do, I just Golden Grail. And then I'm threatening Prize Galea, which I will probably pop if they do not block enough. They do not have a Ash, so they cannot do the Prevent 4. So this would have to take quite a few cards from their hand / equipment. Looks like they are going for it, which is fine. The sucky part of giving them gold is they can make Ash off it, obviously. But sometimes that's how it be. Ooh, they're letting it hit. We're so up. Now we get to send Grail for free. We could kill Dragon here, but I think this is where people make mistakes. Like, we're not winning if we have to start killing these dragons. This is not going to happen. We need to, like, actually kill them, which means keeping our gold up. Cool. So they took 4. This is scary. This likely means this hand converts like really well for them. But we can, if we go to 1, I'm probably aiming to go to 1 here. Because the turn will be, I'm going to start pitching to the golds to get as much as possible, remain on 1. I'm going to try and hold overpower and shove off as a finish. I'm probably just blocking with these as 2 instead of 3. Like, this is truly a matchup where I think if they're alive on turn 3, we've probably lost the game. No, they're going to steal my gold! My gold! Don't take my gold from me! So now we have an interesting choice where it might be optimal to actually block the Caloria. I might. I think I will. I think I'm going to block Caloria. I think, because the gold does transform to the same thing as, like, not blocking. Is it hold them, though? Yeah, it's hold them. Because we're going to be pitching into gold anyway. And it saves us health, in case that last card is relevant. If that last card is not relevant, all right, we have to win. That is our win condition. Just hit something good here. Oh! Crazy. I want another card, though. Oh! Love to see it. All right, so the play is... I kind of wish that was a blue. I could pitch one more gold, but I think I'm just going to go for it. Is this correct? Yeah. So the argument is we pitch this and try to get a blue so we can shove off. I guess we can still shove off. I think we have won. This thing's going to get much bigger. If they block with their entire hand, we just donkey. And, okay, so this is 6, goes to 9. We shove off, goes to 8. Alternatively, we donkey and drawing dead, and they lose their hand at arsenal and swing for 3 or 4. I need to think. Damn. If we were able to send both overpowers, we win no matter what, I think. Because that's plus 10. Go to 12. Okay, so if we pitch drawing dead, shove off, -3, they're blocking 8. Overpower, go to 9. And then donkey, go to 11. On 8, they take 3, go to 2. And they lose their arsenal. I am just going to say I want to play another turn with overpower. The other thing with shove off is I'm sending a card back in their hand, so like they can just like use it, which is not good. They do get a free dragon swing, which sucks, which means they can threaten to steal my gold. Wage gold is, oh my god, never mind, get fucked. We love to see it. Argument to pop gold here. I think we just send Golden Grail and pump it by 9. Arsenal shove off for a future turn. Could also pitch shove off here and save a gold. I kind of like pitching shove off to save a gold here. Yeah. We're going to need to send another turn on the next turn. Again, if they block 9, we leak 3. And then they get to send their whole board and we might die. Which their whole board... Oh. All right, let's just say, do you have it? They are signaling they have it with the sand cover. Yep, they lose one of their ashes. I Iron Song. Are you dead? The answer is no, because they're not dead on board. 7, yeah, they are dead. That's 5. They need to block with 2 cards here. Oh, it's 4. My bad. So they have 1 card in hand. If that card can be played, which it likely can. Oh, no. How did you... Oh, okay, I see. So yeah, they're now also going for the kill. which is scary. Oof. Okay, so they are doing 3, 3, 2. So how do I win? I have to block one of these. I don't have a choice. 3, 3, 2 is 8, so I can't block with armor to cover it fully. I have to give a card from hand. If I'm giving a card from hand... I think I have lost, unfortunately. So I just don't think we have... Like, we need reaction speed pressure. Like, where are check races? I mean, I'm going to be taking this. It's not really a question. So, oh, oops. Ah, I see what they're doing. Yeah, so this is a problem. I was supposed to block the 3. That's my bad. I don't think it really makes a difference here. The problem is they full block now. It's same thing as last time. If they full block, I lose. Which is why I was supposed to block on the other one, so I could potentially buy 1 extra turn, but I don't think it matters because I'm out of poppers. Meaning that the out is... Meaning there is no out. Because if they can resolve any cards in their hand, the Aether Wings get me. I guess the out is they have like only 2 blocks. I don't know what I'm even fishing for. Check raise? Yeah, that's pretty good. Iron Song for 3 at reaction speeds. Sure. No. I will do Money Where Your Mouth Is. And I will send at face. This was very close. Oh. Bad math. I do need to play Sharp and Steel. Interesting. If I leak 1 more damage, we get there. I wonder if there was anything I could have... I think about the turn that I had the Wage Gold, where I popped the Caloria. I wonder if I could have gotten that attack tall enough. Or saved it. I don't know. Okay. Blocking 7, take 2. This... Oh my god, they actually bricked. Unless they have the sand cover, we win. Oh my god. Sick. Now we have lost because of the incorrect block on the Chrome Eye. Hey, the check raise. I think this matchup you have to find your check raises, like in red. Because like it's literally 1 value. There was a turn I sent a yellow one where red, we win. Good game. This matchup is very, very hard. But again, like, I'm sending 12.75, which just is not what this deck wants to be doing. Let's try this. Oh no, ad's gonna make me lose a game. I'll probably play like 1 or 2 more. Continue. No, I want to play Flarvo. Alright, 1 more attempt. While we wait. There are no Florians on Talishard today. Alright. Dromai is rough, but hopefully that kind of shows like how you can play towards a win, which is basically just like you have to leak. Like that is how you win against Dromai. You have to go, you will set a board state and your 1-card hands are going to be like 1-card 10s, but you need to have enough of a life gap at that point. I think the fact that it came down to 1 life makes me think I just needed to block differently at one point in the game. But yeah, you're racing. All right, here we go again. I have won the die roll every time and still lost. Like, to the point that it's making me question, like, do we want to go first? Because, like, they do get to do their whole setup thing, but then, like, with full tempo, you get to go, here's, like, 12? I don't know. It's making me question. What a hand. I wish this had a blue. Okay. The winner discards a card. So if I attack, I'm giving them Ash, basically. I don't really want to. Do I Arsenal a wager pass? It's the only thing I have not tried yet in the Dromai, so just for experimental purposes, and I'll be arsenaling the money because it only blocks 2. It only blocks 2, but how do I convert? The alternative would have been Pop Garland, money, sharpen, pitch to steal, check raise, pitch to steal. It's just too easy for them to cover that, though. Because that's 3, 6, 9, 13. Sharpen, steal in the arsenal. Not what I wanted. They are giving us the ability to block, though, which I am happy to do here. I don't know if I'm allowed to block with money where your mouth is, so I will do this. What do they reveal on the top? Dust up. No ash has been created so far, so for Razor Reflex? Who? That's crazy. That is crazy tech. Are you passing? Oh my god, we're so up. This time we will do the turn I said last time. We will have to give up the Garland, unfortunately, to make this work. We are all sad about that. I will be sad if they block this. Should be 13. Yep. They can easily cover this by giving their hand and armor. So it would be what? Seekers is actually 3. So we need to block 10. If they have their 4 blocks are up. Kind of like how it feels like Briar needs to hit their best hands to beat us. It feels like we need to hit our best hands to beat them. They are signaling a D-React. Called it. This is a very weird Dromai list. I have not seen this before. And if they are going to deny us wagers all game, we are not going to win. Bro. Oh my god. That's not good. Your first drag on all the turns to draw double wage gold. It is this fucking turn. We're gonna IP1 here probably. I wonder if we're clearing dragon. There's something I haven't been doing, which is swinging at dragons to guarantee a win, which I might be doing this turn with Prize Galea. We're giving up a health for it, but we're getting 2 gold. I'm gonna do it. Then we're going to Arsenal Drawing Dead, keep 2 poppers in hand. I'm going to try a more mid-rangey strategy this game, just based on how these beats have gone. There's an argument to Arsenal Wage Gold, as it's like an anti-brick card for us, but they only have 1 Ash currently, and they're presenting a very mid-rangey version. So we might actually have the space to clear. The main thing is just, once rate comes down, it's a race. Yep, so we do the thing, attack the thing, with the thing. Pop the thing. Kill the thing. Get the thing, get the other thing. and then pass the thing. And now our wage gold actually works as a popper. Now we have an... Hopefully they don't send attacks at us this turn, which it looks like they're gonna. It's not the end of the world. Oh, maybe they're not. Oh, that's scary. That is a scary damn turn. We cannot steal Blade Shunt. We are down. We will be popping this. And then winner discards a card, huh? When you think about killing Thamia, I don't think I want to kill Thamia. Do I? How mid-rangey am I playing this game? I could pop gold, see if I can send wage gold at face. I don't like that. It's the fact that this wager makes me discard a card in hands that I can't be doing that. That's making things feel awkward. I think I'm just sending 7 at face, giving them an agility potentially, and then popping their dragon. Again, I'm trying a more mid-rangey thing here. I don't think it's a winning strategy, but we will find out. And the only reason I'm doing it is because I got wage gold. The moment this wage gold ends, I am no longer doing mid-range. Now we have an agility, so pop might be off the table if we draw a hand that converts correctly. Holy shit. This hand do be converting. Bro, okay, so that's not good. We have our last popper. They have 2 action points, and I can't pop it. Yep, I think we have lost. And they found their on-hit, make an Ashwing, which is probably fine. Do I want a Courage or do I want a Vigor? I want a Vigor. Interesting. They're playing around the popper. Oh, they have 2 action points. Lol. Pop. Do we pop? This is the last Phantasm, so this like just stops mattering after this. While I have a Slap Happy in deck that I would like to not get screwed by this. So I'm going to pop it. Alternatively, I have the option to... Actually, no. I have the option to send Wage Gold, then send Grail for free, which I think I'm going to do. It's just so awkward because they... Wait. I thought they had 2... They use their action point. This ends the turn. Never mind. This is correct. Pop a gold so we can play Hold'em for free. Hopefully get a card that converts. That is not a card that converts. I hope they block and I don't have to win the wager here. Is what it is. Again, like, we're not winning this matchup if I am IPing every turn for the entire game. This is too much value. And again, no red check raises. Wait, did I? No, yeah, no red check raises. They're popping the gold to get a bunch of ash, then they're going to rake, and I'm going to lose. We are going to Hold'em, mouth, belly buster, check raise. We're going to convert our whole hand, basically, on the next one. The thing is, I don't know if a third popper even matters. I think it's just like a true race, but... This might just be like... There's a thing in Silver Age where you're just kind of like... There's always that one matchup you just can't win, and this just might be the one matchup we cannot win. Yeah, there's the Rake. If Rake gets resolved, we're not going to win. Because now they have 2, 5, 8 damage a turn just for free. We're not allowed to block. This is the most annoying part about playing against Dromai, which is a spam passing. So, given the fact that they have 8 damage on the field, we have 1 block, we have like 2 turns left unless they, depending on what that last card in hand is. All right, we've lost. We cannot, we cannot deal with a single, we basically have to win next turn and we lose, and we are not winning next turn. It's to the point that I'm thinking I pop gold and see what I find. Because we have the vigor up, so let's hope it's a 0. That's a 0. So we got to resolve everything here, and if we kill them, we kill them. If we don't, we lose. Or, well, we need to take their entire hand. Boop. We have 4 at reaction speed. We would like this to be 6 at reaction speed. We might win if this was 6 at reaction speed, but it is not. Yep. So they're just doing the thing, which is good for us. Iron Song bumps this to 17. They still have Seekers, so they're dealing 5. This bumps it to dealing 6. We want to keep this as a bailout. We're going to block with our Pillar of Unity next turn, and if we draw the right hand, we do win. This is what we kind of have to do. We have to like get them into a full block. They do a single dragon. I totally forgot this gains an action point. So they will take 1 card from us. We have an overpower. We have downswing. If they were at 1, we win. Oh, I forgot. We explicitly put downswing in for the explicit angles of we can keep 1 card and we can sing sword and Dromai's at 1. It is a guaranteed win against Dromai. Oh, that's so brutal. Okay. I totally forgot. So we have gold, a vigor. We have downswing, which so we might want to keep downswing to like threaten a win next turn if we leak 1. But we're going to need to keep, if we keep overpower into this, we're threatening 7 at reaction speed. That bumps us to, so 7, 11. We'd be doing 12. I might be pitching for better cards. I don't think downswing is how we win. It's unfortunate. Very close to just having the win off downswing. Very close. Yep. You get my pillar. You don't have to, but like, I guess play around the other thing. I'm not, in this matchup, pillar is a 1 block. Most of the time. This matchup actually showed we got a lot of block out of our armor. All right, so the question is, am I pitching a gold? I think the answer is no. I'm just trying to take their whole hand again and have like 1 more turn to like attempt to win. We do have the drawing dead if they try to keep 1 card and they can we can get that out of their hand. There's the drawing dead angle. So think on this. So this is +4 goes to 7. This is +1, 2 go to 9. This leaks 3. We're going for the win. All right, do we have it? Because this would be exactly 2 through the Seeker's Lounge. The Seeker's Leggings. Oh my god, we did it. They were supposed to block 12. Like 100%. They block 12 and they send 2 dragons again. I can't cover 2 dragons. I have to give 2 cards to cover 2 dragons at that point. So my next hand would have been nip at the heels, slap happy, check raise, take the upper hand. I would have had to, not only that I lose the wager, which is like not good, I would have had to slap happy one of them. And then I probably would have had to block with nip for the other. I got to keep wager in that case. In Arsenal, I'm actually keeping a lot of my cards in that case if they block with their whole hand. So then, in that case, I'm keeping 2 cards in hand. I'm only drawing Slap Happy and Nip at the heels. And then I'm blocking with Nip at the heels and Slap Happy and presenting the same thing again. They block 12, take 2 cards, block 12, take 2 cards. I don't think I can fatigue them before they kill me at that point. So, if you're thinking about this game, like, I think if they played it better, I actually lose. Specifically because they have Chromai and I have no way to cheat ability points to take Chromai out. 8 p.m. Eastern. All right, I'm going to play one more. I'm not going to play against a Enigma learning the game. I have never played against a Riptide, so let's all learn together what happens when we play against a Riptide. I don't even know how to cite it. I'm going to just try DGA because I didn't get to play any DGA matchups today. And I know a lot of Riptides will try to fatigue, so let's just see if we can fatigue better than they can. All right, that's funny. That's funny enough that I'm going to do it. I could belly buster here, but like, why give him a courage? All right, buddy, give me cards. Who's James Blanco? Is this a reference I don't know? Are you going to take 4? Oh my God, why? I mean, sure. I guess they're thinking that I can't kill them, but by the way, I absolutely can with this build. This is why Steelblade Shunt's so good, because it turns this all fucking red hand into gas. Yeah, go ahead. Send a big-ass thing at me when I can de-react it. I'm going to Arsenal Wage Gold. This is block 2, then shunt it, I believe. Actually, that's kind of awkward. Like, how am I sending this hand? Oh, I see. That's funny. Yeah, it's James White. I could just... Oh, I assume they're going to send another card. I will lose 1 value on my helm. And I will send downswing to the bottom. Oh my God, I totally forgot. I can't downswing on DGA. Why is downswing in this matchup? Whatever. Oops. Let's undo that. Please. Thank you. I want Belly Buster on the bottom because it's actually usable. All right. Do your Nimblism, load an arrow, send 7 thing, please. Sure. I will just DGA for 4. Sucks, but is what it is. We brick sometimes in this deck. There's an argument to just Arsenal, but like I can just like set up kill states in this deck, and I've gotten rid of a lot of the cards that are whiffs. Well, that like I didn't consider that. So we're both taking 2? Sure. Again, that only happened because I fucking bricked. So that sucks. Set up the shunt so that I can convert a hand when I draw the brick. That is a lot of my reds. I kind of want to put Steelblade Shunt in Arsenal. I can do Belly Buster into pitch if I want to, which means, unfortunately, I will be blocking with the Overpower here. I think this deck is not going to be wanting to block from hand very often. I mean, I guess they do. I don't know. I don't feel like I need Overpower to win. Death Touch. I mean, sure. I'm DGA. I'm just going to do the DGA thing. I could Arsenal Steelblade Shunt here. Don't really want to. It covers some specific states that they can enter in, but I have like all my armor up right now. And honestly, I kind of want a blue in my pitch stack. Since I have the 4 reds there? Again, they're just like letting me kill them. Which I don't know if they realize that at any point I can pivot and send 10. Like here? Oh wait, I didn't draw the right cards. I'm blocking 9. Is there a way to give this go again? I'm just like not seeing. Should I target arrow with greater base than its... So they're like kind of implying they're going to pump it and then give it go again at reaction speed. That's honestly fine. I'll block 6. We are a value deck after all. I guess I should have considered if they just pass, but it is what it is. We both bricked, right? Could have sent DGA, but now I have... Hopefully if I draw blue, yeah. Now I have a hand that converts for 10. Again, I'll just... Actually... This ends with an overpower in Arsenal, which we're starting to end the point in the game where that is relevant. Cash-in is powerful, but not in DGA. Show me you have a thing. It's fine. Put a -1 counter. Killed my gauntlets of unity. Alright, so they are signaling they have reactions here. Not like defense reactions. Which means I might not win this wager. Which is something to think about. I don't think it matters. I think I just do the thing. And if they have it, they have it. Now I have the ability to pitch if they have, like... I'm not wagering here because I do not want to give them a gold, and they are signaling that they're bricking their hands with a bunch of reactions. And gold really does not matter in DGA. Like, we got rid of the 1 card already that, like, makes gold matter. I'm sorry. A Inertia Trap. That will get me. I will lose 3. I will lose Overpower. Oh, no. And you'll take 8? Oh, Boulder Trap? Man, that sucks. All right, so I'm supposed to block my equipment as fast as possible in this matchup. That is something to note. Like, do you have another dereact? No, so you're at 4? This would be crazy if I got to keep the overpower. That inertia is incredibly impactful here. Steel Blade Shunt is a nothing. You put an infecting shot in. You're pumping it. Sure. I will. Again, we're trying to get value out of that, so... This is useless in this matchup. This is useless. So we block 8. Just trying to get value out of it before their traps destroy it or arrows or whatnot. This matchup's going to go long enough. I'm hoping that I win at reaction speed is kind of what I'm trying to do. So they're going to dereact. They're going to go to 1. What could their hand be, perhaps? We have Oasis, which is probably sending wage gold down. Or I'll just, like, block with my armor and 1 card. Oh, wait, these are both 2 blocks. Ugh. Oasis, hope they don't have the pump. If they have the pump, whatever. Actually, Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, I know what I'm doing. It's going to be cover this with Oasis, getting rid of money where your mouth is, send wage gold. Is it? No, it's send wage gold, resolve hold them, decimator for 7. No pump. Decimator for 7 does get... So this line does get punished more if they have a trap that is like greater than base effect. So maybe this line was wrong. They do have to fully block it now. Like, Sending DGA for 4 now is always 2 cards minimum. So I think the correct play there was actually to send money where your mouth is down, send wage gold, and just keep that in arsenal until they give me full tempo. Minor mistake. I don't know if it's going to make a difference because we're already up quite a few. 23, 24, 25, 26, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So I have 20. Our decks are equal, right? But I'm up 13 life, which is basically 4 cards, roughly. I'm going to cut this one in half. It doesn't really matter. They got to ping me. So they need to have like 12 pings left in deck to win this game. Or 13. Yeah, this list is not going to beat. This is to note that DGA is correct in the Riptide because we don't want to be wagering. Pretty much, if you don't want to be wagering, you should probably be on DGA. And now we get to go hold them, pitching nip at the... Yeah, this is good. This is good. This is good. We got to play reaction speed now. So unless they block... so we have one unless they... Oh, oops. Me wagering is a tell. If you're playing against Olympia and I'm on DGA and I've wagered, I'm giving you a tell. So this person should fold their entire hand here. But the problem is, if they fold their entire hand, I arsenal this. And they've already used both inertia traps. So they have to block 10. Doesn't really matter. And again, if they have the D-React, they have it. Honestly, I might just pass an arsenal. Wait till I have like a guaranteed kill with this. I have a downswing in this. Yeah, I'm gonna play patient. I have a lot of time right now. You get a vigor. I guess the consideration. I mean, they're a 1. It doesn't matter. We're never winning a Vager. Arsenal. This hand sucks. This hand is so close to good. This hand is so close to good. I really wish I did the wager last turn. If we get an inertia trap, we are blown out. But again, like, look how close they're getting to fatigue. And, like, we have a bunch of reaction speed stuff. They will run out of D-Reacts eventually. We might just win right here. So they did have it last turn. We will get a Blood Rot, but I get the... Wait, is Blood Rot 3 or 2? Am I getting punished for bricking? Oh my god, it's 3. Alright, so... We did get juice there. Unfortunately. Another bad hand. Come on, let me block. Oh, you're going to let me block. Wow. Thank you. Get rid of the check raises. Unfortunately, does not look like they're going to resolve this game. We would have won if they did, by the way. Unfortunate. This is the advantage of keeping a wager in Arsenal. I was supposed to... no, we just DGA. Keep DGAing. They only have a couple cards left in deck. This takes 2 cards every time. Eventually, I'll get a reaction that kills them. There it is. Yep. All right, let's see how many traps they had left in deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jesus Christ. So the trap has to trigger, though. So this can't be played. That doesn't trigger. That doesn't trigger. That doesn't trigger. So they block with these 2. Pass. And they're basically out of traps. They have 1 trap left. I don't think they can win. I'm going to play one more. Let's just clear and like look for anything in competitive queue. Default game, crate game. I'll be right back. It's time to show the cat. Ah, here he is. He is angry. Speak your truth. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. This is to trigger all your guys' cats. All right. Let's get you some food. For those of you here, something to note is that I am explicitly hunting out our bad matchups, and this deck is clunking up quite a bit. If you run into any mid-range matchups with this deck, it is so free. Except for Hala. I have not figured out Hala yet. All right. God damn it. All right, we're finishing on Dromai. I have not gone to second at all. I want to see how going second feels. This is probably wrong. They're on Glory Seeker. We got punished. I would like to note this is the first Glory Seeker. This is maybe not the first Glory Seeker we've seen. They could all be on Glory Seeker if they go first. So it could have just been like they had it. Again, we draw Wage Gold in the opening hand. I'm going to play towards blocking with Prize Glia in case we need to use that next turn. His hand does convert at the moment. And I want it to convert if I draw something that works. So what is the turn here? It might be Belly Buster. I am putting pressure. That is what we are doing. I am waging gold. And I am waging for Belly Buster. I'm saying, come block this. This is risky because they can block it. They won't get as much value to Blade Beckoner. If they don't block it, I get to prop Prize Glia, and I'm good on gold. Looks like they are just going to go for it. That is fine. You may have it. This gives us full tempo, basically a redo, and they just get some resources. Just kidding. They are probably going... Oops. They are probably going to block with a piece of armor, keep a card. Oh my god, I hate triggering wages. I wish there was just like wager all. Yeah, and then they give Smoldering Scales. Or they get Blade Beckoners. Yep, makes sense. This is a debatable line. I just don't really want to IP1. I'm probably not supposed to wager the Courage in hindsight. Oh, this is a bad hand. Oh, no. We are swinging to kill Asvala. That is what we will be doing this turn. Meaning, to win, we want to be putting pressure. To put pressure, we need to keep check raise in Arsenal. And we probably want to keep a Belly Buster so we have the wager. So we're blocking here. Oh my god. That's honestly fine. Cover the 5. What really sucks about this is I would have wanted to Prize Glia here to set up my next turn, but because we didn't have a blue, we cannot do that. So we're just going to take the dragon out, give them full tempo, see if they brick. Which this deck can brick. I'll be right back. hope they didn't draw a dragon. What are the odds they drew a dragon, right? This is a good turn. This is going to be a good one. Not great. Good. Hate to see that. Especially with the draw card effect active. So we will be blocking... We will not be blocking this. Congrats. You got to send 4-go again. Congrats. You gave me free information. What does that card do? Sure. Block, block. Then they're going to end their turn. They're going to have an arsenal, and we're going to do the whole shebang. This will be the first draw my game we resolve a red check raise, if I recall correctly. We're kind of at the point where I'm kind of like, need to draw a popper to win. We will be doing take the upper hand, because they're probably going to block. If they have a sand cover, we're probably losing, so just don't play around it. Cool. Now we can do our actual strong turns, which is Vigor plus Gold. That's where our strongest turns come from. We drew the popper, and they drew... Wait, is this the action point one? It's not that bad. That could be worse. Okay, do we actually pop? Do we not pop here? It's like... You gained an action point. I know what your arsenal is. I could send wage gold with that behind it. Alternatively, I just send this by itself. Pop the Caloria. I could also pitch to the gold to draw a card since I have the swing anyway with the Vigor. If that's the case, I'm blocking here, but then I lose the ability to get them on the discard. I don't really want to get them on the discard. If I do that, then it's like I can't resolve take the upper hand. I'm gonna try this. Again, I'm just gonna try playing a little mid-rangey. Stall the game till I find my good hands. Pop with wage gold. Potentially killing Chromai next turn. Actually, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try killing Chromai next turn and just see like how bad that goes for us. That is both our poppers, so that'll be the last time we're doing that. They do have a Ash Generator in hand. I will still be popping the gold, though. See if I get something that changes my mind. Since it sends the sword anyway. That's not great. It's actually pretty bad. I might pop Prize Galea to refresh gold here. I think I'm going to pop Prize Galea to refresh gold and set up my actual winning hands. Just getting my free gold gen while I can. This might be a mistake, because I could have also popped and then take the upper hand to face. And this means I have a higher chance of bricking by drawing no wager, which I just did, and that's the punish. Bummer. And now they are sending 8. I mean, considering I bricked, this is actually fine. We are going to do this since Sharpened Steel does convert. Chances are they dragon, and we kill the dragon if it's not 4. If the dragon is 4, I'm going to cry. Actually, no, I'll probably send 6 at face. Notably, if I didn't prize Galea there, I'm like really fine. So that's unfortunate. Is this the one that has 4? Oh my god. That means we have to take the 2, and then we have to Sharpen Steel it. I can send 6 at face, but I don't... I think they just take it, and then I get swarmed. Again, like, I need to be sending bigger turns in this. So we lose 2 value if we send there. They get their value out of their Spectral Shield. They're effectively at 18. I could pop a gold and see what we get to see if that changes my decision. If it doesn't, I just pitch it. That makes me go down gold. I just don't think it's time to race yet. We're just kind of bleeding out. I'm going to try it. Just try an aggressive line. This means I do win the wager, and it does mean I can pop the gold, keep the sharpened steel for a future turn. Actually, this might mean I go face. Because it's 5, 8, 11. Yeah. This might be wrong, because it's putting me off gold if they just block. I mean, they have to block with their entire hand, actually. If they block with their whole hand, I can go, okay. Full tempo. Unless they have, what, 3, 4 blocks? 3, 4 blocks screws me here. Double sand cover, 2 on the horizons. Push over. Win with the courage and that. Are they going to be able to... They can't set up a dragon now, so it's just 2. And now I have Slap Happy, which doesn't do anything. Lovely. And I'm once again pitching to gold and hoping it works out, meaning I will actually be Slap Happying here. Let's see what they got. Note that the only reason I'm still in this game is they have not resolved to Rake the Embers. All right, we're pitching the gold and hoping. Again, like, play to your outs, we're really far behind. This will let us swing gold, which is the same thing as just using it to swing. If we draw a wager here, that's pretty good. We already have a 0-cost wager, so we could just check raise Drawing Dead and risk the discard. Please let me do this so I can do my things. So we did draw the edge ahead, so we are going to Garland. We're going to edge ahead. We are going to send face. Oh, and then we're going to check raise. If they do block this whole thing, if they block with 3 and some... I don't think they can cover this with 3 cards. What I'm scared about is that they keep 5 cards and we lose. That is the concern. Sand cover is also scary. So currently this would be blocking 10. They gave up 2 blocks for this. I mean, sure. This is still scary because, again, they just have get 2 value a turn on board right now, but we have Overpower, which might be enough to push us over for a win. Ooh, Chromai. There she goes. Notably, they do not have any more Ash, so we're kind of like covered on board a bit. We do have a wager, which we might play just to make another gold. We will take 2 here if they send... Alternatively, we play a turn where we make the Drawing Dead hit and save Overpower. That is an absolutely realistic possibility. You may have your 2 damage. We will go to equal life. You have 2 action points. What are you going to do with them? You can do nothing. Haha! Sharpened Steel. Send the thing. At face. Destroy my gold. 6. Very solid chance if they block 3 cards. I use the wager to make them discard their last card, which puts a ceiling on their turn. Hopefully. Arsenal to overpower. So, I will just overpower. This is 9. Oh, sorry. I meant to hold priorities there. I do resolve this because this is now kill. 11. GG. Kill him in reaction speed. That's how you beat Dromai. Play torsos out. I think this Dromai made some very suspicious decisions. But considering they had no Ash, the chance of brick was high there. They blocked with 2 cards there. I might have just gone for the wager discard, and then they're bricked. No, then they have the sweeping blow pitch. I then have the arsenal. My next hand would be Donkey, Iron Song, Money Where Your Mouth Is, Shove Off. As long as I can live the next turn, my hand would be Money Where Your Mouth Is pitching, Shove Off with an Iron Song and an Overpower behind it. So I would have 9 at reaction speed, starting with 7. That would not... and I would still have... No, I wouldn't... Yeah. I would have that in Arsenal. I would have only drawn 3 cards, but the last card would have been a blue. So yeah. That's what the play would have been. Which is not enough to win. At that point, I might just lose, because then I'm going to draw 4 dog shit cards with no wager. I might have just pushed over then and just been like, got to set up the win, and I have to go pitchless to win. But yeah, that is Olympia. Interesting that we won going second. All right. Well, for those of you remaining, thank you for watching. I got to go do some stuff. I will stream for y'all later.